Hello everyone. I'm going to start in a couple of minutes. I just have to make sure that the first round of ads and such is done, but I'm ready to go basically. I just kinda hate that we have ads on my stream, or like it just is what it is, I guess. But um, we have been ranking up lately. It has been a good climb. We got 1/4, and then it has been a long time since I really played. It was 20 days ago, so I only played like 15 Hansons in. It's not even 15 Hansons in like 20 days, which is not a lot. But we played some Throne Room. It's for my YouTube videos basically. I don't really play Throne Room otherwise. And I will just wait a minute and then we will start queuing the first Jade because I don't want to run delay on my streams, or like I have run delay of course on my streams with my whole streams. I don't know when I will be streaming how, like I can like squeeze out as many Hansons and Tompusen for my YouTube, and that's probably what I will do for my whole streams or my whole content. Because I also run a YouTube channel, which is like I upload a couple times a week, as you might know. I'm really connecting to chat. Do I have a connection issue? I hope not. Okay, I'm back to the chat. We will start queuing. We can just start queuing. It takes about 1 minute to get into a game anyway. There are about 4,000 people playing, which is quite a lot because in Japan it's not the best time right now. I think it's almost midnight for them. It's not even a weekday, or like not even a weekend. I mean, it's a weekday. And let's see here. Everything is working right. I hope so. The audio. I have changed the audio setting, so if the audio is off, just let me know. Just let me know because I'm really not sure actually on the audio. The match audio is very low. Uh, let's just cut first, and then not that button. I will just adjust the audio a bit. It's probably better right now. Just let me know if the audio is off because I changed the input settings of my mic from my computer, and I lowered the OBS settings for my mic. So it's like a different multiplication basically. It amplifies the noise, the sound that is. We have an interesting situation here. We have 4 pairs. Like I really want to cut 1919, but I don't think that is that correct. Like if we had 3 pairs, I would surely just cut 1919 for a Tondo hand. But I think we can squeeze 7 pairs out of this hand as well. Like this, it's an irregular hand here on the left. Just stop calling because we have 7 pairs hands. I think we do, although we know to like an epic or say perhaps nah, this is okay. The 5 so whatever, we don't really care, right? If it's all the 5 so perhaps the other order would be slightly more better because if it's all the 5 so we actually have a pinful Ipeco hand. But I don't know where you're. Yeah, perhaps you should have a 4 so here instead of the Snaiman because the normal hand is also real a lot, especially on the 5 so throw. It's massive on the 5 so throw actually because it's just Tito and Nomi. terminals aren't that great here. The terminals aren't that great because it's maybe a Kokushi on the it's not a Kokushi. That is, yeah, that's the punish on the face, so. But yeah, it kinda sucks now, but whatever, right? Mascot 5. So if we draw ramen, if we draw the 4-7 here, we have, oh my god, we got ultra direct. You should have just committed to cheat or after this 4-0 card. Well, just try to get a normal hand. The normal hand looks actually way better than normal. But I probably should have just gone normal and then with cheat out as well. And now we have like this shape instead. And now the normal hand is here, which is not really like it's just like what just got it. It can deal in here, but I'm not that afraid with this pawn anyway. It does seem like a value pawn and not like a regular pawn. We have a reasonable e-something here, but we can still go for Tempeh because our hand isn't that variable. I think we just slam the Riichi here for Riichi and then the Ipeko here. Oh, what us left, but we see 32 pins, but there's a good chance that the person on the left has some 1 pins here, perhaps a pair. But as dealer, we also want to push out our opponents off of the hand and repeat our dealer shift. It's still a ramen. It's like couple kind of one sounds, but I do expect some lower pins here on the left. I expect the last low pinch to be here on the left. That is not a Tora 3, that's a Aka Tora, Tapo Tora. It's definitely, yeah, well, it wasn't the safest against me, but it was pretty safe. But it definitely was still a push. Is it a master one? It's almost a master one. Yeah. So then we don't know if they were pushing or not. Uh, we don't know. Like if it's the Saints, the 7-1 is 100% a push. If it's a low rated player, we don't know if they kinda are bad at folding or not. Maybe a bit of a bad hand here. Perhaps another 7 pairs kind of hand. We didn't manage to get 7 pairs last time. Kinda my fault. We kinda also missed a Pinfu. He should have had Pinfu instead, but we got the Riichi anyway, and we lost 1000 points because of it. It feels pretty good to be back in Jade's room. I haven't streamed this for in a long time. I've been mostly focusing on other stuff like tournament stuff and such. I will be playing in the tournament in the World Cup. That is kinda helping, but the shapes are kinda weak though. I will be playing in the World Cup Friday. It starts like 4 hours earlier than this time, and then on Friday, so in 2 days. Shall we go Foreman here? No, we think it's Arthur. Nah, like because of this 4, so here it's like kind of an extension C. So I do believe they. Do they have to eat there? Let's find out, I guess. It doesn't. It feels like that they needed the 4, 5, 6 and the 1, 2, 3 because here's a 4, so it's kind of an extension C here. So well, what I read here is that they are more likely to have like the each in that for that matter, and not the auto scale with the Rakuhai. Or they needed a 1, 2, 3 and a 4, 5, 6 or something like that. I think just 4 here. It's pretty safe. There's a 5 already early, and then the Dora got. They had auto scale here. But it feels like a weird C, unless they have another social shape here on the left. It really feels like they must have another social shape. That's the 6-9 across for the Tandao as well, hitting the Ura for the full manga. solid hand across. I blame Kamitsa here for the pawn and such, shifting the 6-0 across here. You have a Tenhou hand, probably open, perhaps a Tora, perhaps not. I almost misclicked there. I was on Kia's Nasa like 30 minutes ago, and she was kinda said that she couldn't rate anyone, but I'm not going live early, or like I did one time with IC Jade, because he rated me and I was going live in like 30 minutes, and then I was forced to open my stream basically, but I usually don't stream earlier than this time. Unless I'm streaming Ho, because in my Ho streams, my target audience is Japanese and Chinese. Uh, I think this is actually acceptable. Cutting the 16, we are not balancing out the blocks, but we're looking in the Tora shape here, and then we have still some monster acceptance, and then we can pawn the tune, we can perhaps get 4 blocks Sosu here, and then the Honitsu Tora tune for the Mangan or the 11, not the 11-6, it's the 430 for the 7-7. Another 6 bean. It's just that the 5 bean isn't that good here. Hey, Fluffy. Did you also play in the World Cup, Fluffy? I know a lot of players did, or like there were over 300 people and like 270 or something played like 5 Hansons as well. Oh, like it wasn't not like a 1 Hanson and leave situation, it was actually decent participation. Final week for Fluffy. And did you like exams or what? You're relying on the tune here, which is kind of sad. Yeah, exams. It's a 369 here with a pawn 4-5, so the 6-9 is. Oh, that is also tempo. It's a 369 C with a 4-5, so pawn. Is it 7? So pawn technically is skater, but like it's no Raku. There's never Raku. They dropped Tora here on the left, and yeah, funny business. Garbage player here. Game is so garbage. Fluffy, why did you join? Why did you join the chat? It's because of you, isn't it? You, yeah, you're sorry. You should eat pasta as well. Just if we do like an 8-pin here or 7-pin, it's gonna be very good actually. We can try to cut 1-1-1-1. We have a Tenhou shift ahead, but we still have a 9-pin here. The 6-pin is also quite good. The 7 is a Sumakiri. We don't need a third pair here. We are fine to have only 2 pairs. And there's 9-pin access to floater. We don't need an extra. Do we just yeah, we don't really have a choice, you know, like we can go 1-1-1-1, but I trust the 9-pin. It does steal in some of the time. Because it's next to the Tora. If they have a 7-8-8 shape, they can just fix the Tora with the 8-pin, but it is what it is, right? It is E something for Pinku Sansaku Tora. The Riichi, nah, the Chi is so mediocre. The Chi is so incredibly mediocre. I can't see for 200 K here, even though last we are better aiming for Riichi, because then we actually have value to fight. And we didn't get the Sun School, but we got Tenpai and it passed, so we are pretty happy here on a Roman Tenpai. Have you watched my Galaxy Kite series? I probably should pin it, but I'm too lazy to do that. Or like I can still do that. Let's find the button. Hey, Solomons. You're back. We are back to 4th, that is, 4 farming. Needed was, have to have like any feedback, because it's like a 20 part series which has 21 parts. And I want to improve for sure. Like, I want to make like quality content out of the series. So it's not like a scuff series. Well, like, I kind of want to make it, like, if I make it, I kind of want it to be good, you know? So any feedback is appreciated, even if you think my star's horrible. Like, it still helps if you point that out. Oh, we won. Okay, I didn't see, but we won probably 39. Oh, yeah, we won 3,900 plus 3 sticks. The Galaxy Guide series is improve me no idea by probably give wrong suggestions though. Like anything. Like I already had a poll of like my next video is like 1 hour long, but I can of course make it hey talk Slayer. Like like it's like I can divide into multiple videos of like 15 to 20 minutes, and that is what I will be doing. The Galaxy Guide series is a guide series where I analyze the most popular or the most accessible English Mahjong guides. Uh, and it basically summarizes and adds a little bit more of insight of a whole player or very strong player on the guides, gives it slightly more perspective. And then I have practice videos where I will put the theory into practice as well. So I do use examples in the theory videos, of course, but if you really want to, uh, did you change your mic? Yes, I didn't change the mic, but I did change my mic settings. Is it good or is it not good? Is it too loud or not? Like, I don't know, but you notice it at least. Uh, it's different. What I've did is the input from my mic. It's amplified with my computer, but it's slightly less amplified by OBS. So it's only the noise. It's only the sound, but it's not like that I changed like a voice changer or something like that. I was a bit ill lately, so my voice has might be a little bit different. Like in the last couple of weeks. Really, a Tamaton here? We almost got in here, which is R8, but um, it's a saint, really? What is this? 18% Riichi rate as well. That is also kinda, it's high enough that they should Riichi that for sure, but um, I have chosen to run different ad schedules, which I don't like, but I have made it so that you don't have pre-rolls instead, but you have longer ads during the stream. Like, I don't know what to prefer, because I can change it right back, no problem. But like, I personally use something like an ad blocker, but I don't know if I can advertise that here. But like, there are different ways to. I didn't know Superior, but maybe they were waiting for the Chinchon improvement on the 2D4 shape. The Riichi is very standard there. But I don't know, but I just saw that they should have reached it. That's the only thing that I noticed. Yeah, I'm still looking for a ramen for Pinfu here. Just the double conson is not that great here. We still want some value here. There's technically still an Itsu in both suits possible, but it's probably too hard. Bagman also pretty good here. Uncle Headless. If we draw a Tora, we will be going for trying to get Tora Donkey. We will try to get some Tora Donkey going on because Ichinomi here is like it's okay, but down like 7k here, it's not the best, of course. And we will probably have to Riichi on the console Nomi. Well, if we get the console fields, we can swap out. There's a three-sided weight upgrade here. Anko headless, special shape. We should keep the Anko here. We can pair up 7-9 or any of the bamboo tiles for Tempai as well. And as well as completing it. It's just too weak here. The 8-pin does look good. Um, I feel it's just kind of weak though. I kind of want to play, but I don't know where we are going with the break though. I'm not sure. Like we still have an uncle here, which is pretty good. Like if we weren't down like 7k, there's an instant Riichi here, but um there is some chance of Fulton as well, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's just I think the bamboo tiles are just very stronger here. Uh, Well, the 2583 rate, and oh my god, we should have reached it. Oh my, we are my rate. On a 7-pin donkey. What? Okay, that is game by the way, because I don't have. Oh no, I have 19k. Seriously, on a 7-pin donkey. 7-pin donkey. Is you like the perfect type for Tempai as well? Okay, we are just getting poor here. Like there's just not coming back here. It's like we don't have a dealer left. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Would have I I don't know. I don't know if the break was justified actually, but there's the Riichi. And it's a garbage hand because they can't Tama it. Yeah, okay, yeah. Fantastic. Kick. Not a Cheeto, it's mm,
麻雀には無限の可能性があるけど、緻密に計
on
算
the
すれば
one Scott right
一手
second.
一手を限りなく最適解に近づけられるのさ。
We are still, I don't know, we are down from even. No, I haven't done my stupid ads. I hate my ads so much. But we will have them during the Hanson, I guess. I have like 40-minute timer, so it's like a Hanson length. But like if the Hanson ends early, yeah, I have to run the ads manually. I need to stop playing Riichi City and play MJS more. Solomons. Like the highest that you really can go is like Saint, and then nothing matters. Like once you reach Master, you're basically playing Jade Room and there's a Celestial. So like there's like I do want to play Mahjong Soul more. Like I guess like in Galaxy you can't play you can't really play Galaxy because it's too empty. We are trying to get the Toto here. That's why we kept North, one Scott North over the 2. Like I guess in Riichi City there is like the cap is like Sunroom because in Galaxy it's you sometimes have to wait like 10 minutes for a game. At Japanese nighttime hours there are only 1 or 2 tables or 0 tables even. It's just so sad actually. Also, my initial plan for the Galaxy Guide series was to play, have like 5 or 15 minutes of guide with an hands-on attached to it, but I need to do it during like Japanese hours because otherwise I will be like waiting 20 minutes for a hands-on. So I decided to do separate videos. It's also better to do separate videos because I have uh, the guide mode. I have captions on. You will get 7 done and then focus on Mahjong Soul. Okay, that is reasonable, I guess. Boom. And we are stuck here. We can just enable auto, discard, and throw. There's just nothing here. Like we are stuck here against the Riichi. So we are basically pressing Riichi here. It's kind of stupid, but it sometimes is this way. And there we go, minus 8k or more. Oh my god, I hate this so much. Come on, what is this shit? See, so it's just only like 3% of the hands. We actually had a better way there, or like I don't know, like what constitutes as better, but like we are something here. Tapuru chance, give me a Philippine, give me a Philippine. No Philippine, we got scammed. It's a chance. If we get an east, what are we? Nah, I guess we can Tama, and then we can. Okay, we got the 4-pin, which is the second best roll after the 3-pin, I think. Well, the east is also pretty strong, but that is likely Tamaton until we throw like a 4-pin or 2-pin anyway. If we Shimo, we have 44 as well, because 8 is for the Uncle, 2 for the East pair, and then 2 for the Shimo, makes 12 full. I will also make some like practice for WRC 2025 videos over on my YouTube channel, where I will be doing some efficiency trainer, some Raku thing, some reaction trainer and such as well. But I still have a lot to do. Like I have another playthrough review coming up, which I also looks like a while ago, but like the Kodo things took like 3 months or 4 months between the logs, receiving the logs, and doing the log review. Shimo, unfortunately not Topori, but it is pretty solid. We didn't hit Ura, which is kinda sad, but it is okay. We have 340 full because of the spoiler animation. And what is a goal for this reel or for the end of the reel? Is it to get like Saint or something, or is it just ranking up, playing more, watching more high level content? Finally, some good. Well, we lost last game. We lost last game. It wasn't a good game. We got minus 9,000 points. We got wrecked by Tamaton, 7 pairs, and then another 7 pairs, and then another 7 pairs. We are on average. Where are the others, say, Zoom streamers at, like, or other streamers, English Mahjong streamers? We have too many pairs here. Like, the 4-pin is a tempting card with the Stora here. The rest will be cut now because they are dead. I told Tips yesterday. He's trying. That is Eson. Wait, that was Eson. Oh my god. Why did we cut the rest? We should have cut the 18 for Eson. It was just pre-moving the best cards. I was like pre-moving the best card, but it's okay. It's not the worst. But like we definitely should have. By the way, just watching a guy now who plays Tokenberry, he's not sure it's not environment to play in. You will be pushing the Akatora if we get Tempeh, any Tempeh. There was 1-7 yeah. Okay, it's actually pretty cool that there's a deal in because we will be pushing we will be pushing a lot with a very high deal in rate with a mediocre win rate because we just didn't have any safer. Tokucho, like as long as you don't play like Tokucho East, you should probably be fine. Like Tokucho East is like it's kind of stupid. It's just like you have like if you can put it into its own room, you have like Tokucho or like you have Ho, and then like Tokucho East and then Tokucho. Like Tokucho East, like only strong players play there. Like only the better end of Tokucho and somehow players play Tokucho East. I mean, the average all is probably like I bet it's significantly higher in in East. Well, you got just a motor from Hull with getting some back luck, but to split against the 10 ton at hitting with an AK to that, the AK to that, it's getting really degenerate. Who was the guy? I'm almost also promoting from her, but I have a secondary account, but I will probably like I will make some more YouTube videos playing in her or Shinky, but he already demoted before, like did he demote twice? Like the first round he didn't win any games. He didn't win he didn't win did he I want to cheat it so bad. It's a but it's not a constant cheat or like let's just take it. Let's just take it. I'm too tempted. Yeah, he did way better. Lost it 4 times the games. So it was like 18 games at most, now 50 games. We really want to connect to the Torah here as well. Otherwise the G is like so mediocre. We missed a 3-pin throw. Like I'm not 100% sure on the G here. Like we it felt like a constant C, but it's more like a ramen C. It's not like a full constant C. Nah, we don't want that. We want a connection here. We want to float here for the extra value. Maybe thinking a different guy. The first time was 30 to 40 games. Now it was 120 years. Okay, but he didn't win anything the first time, right? We are not going to come because we are not playing in the tournament. Well, Shimotsa can keep tossing five, so if he throw like a Teresa, not sure. I think he didn't get any first in the first streak. But I'm at like 800, 900 games in her, but I ranked up a couple of times to 8 ton. There's a Tora connector. The results to left, but it's just so much more value. And there's the Riichi on the right, and we are kinda stuck here. We have to push. The Pinchu is basically all eliminated. But now with the second Riichi, we can actually fold. But if the result comes here on the left, we will definitely fight here. But if only if the result comes here on the left, which isn't necessarily safe here on the right. Do we trust the Suchi? It's definitely you can definitely vote this if you want, but we are pushing. Okay, we are custom and that's the win. It's just that we are dealer with like 5,800. It is about an average Riichi deal in as well. So we are pushing like We are still like e-something, but the tempeh push is just you have to push for tempeh basically. Especially because you are also paying a lot on sumo. It's our Suchi, but it wasn't Suchi against the other player. We are e-something actually. I can no Tapo Riichi, but hopefully a 4-pin extension to get rid of the Penson here. 1-pin would be interesting card as well, but now we have a Tonrao, which is pretty nice here. Or like we don't, or we can have Tonrao, to be more specific. The 6-9 so here on the social side isn't confirmed yet. And we'll be keeping that. If we do like a 4 so, we might have like a Tampin Sansaku, or not a Pinfu, or like, we might have Sansaku as well. The 1-pin doesn't do anything here anyway. You have constant rum and temp each something. You have to just look in the pinful here. If the Sansaku chance was really there, perhaps we can keep it, but there's not really a Sansaku chance with these steps anyway. We are just setting up for pinful. And then hopefully Tonrao as well, but Tonrao is not that likely here. The Torah is out, so we can actually create this. We can create this like all the way into Kaiten. We can create this until like the last discard to start calling for Kaiten basically with these ships. You can just disable calling unless there's a Riichi on the left. Then then still skip. We can skip everything. Perhaps now after with the Riichi, but the calls are also like almost always autos okay. The 6 so technically is okay. The 6 so C, but the rest is kinda weak. It's all very weak because the final weight is gonna be horrible. 3 times for the 6 so and then the 9 so is no Yaku. But we have a very valuable hand here, especially with the green Dragon Tura out. We should have the more expensive hand here, but they can have Akatora here on the right. But Riichi Painful should be very solid here, no matter what. There's the 4 Green Dragon. By the way, getting some games easily now 450 away from Jade. Good luck, Lunkrit. No, there's a Teodichi again. The same 3 people are like, we went in Riichi last hand, but we are fighting. Wanso, give me the Wanso. Yeah, thanks, man. 8 man, Suchi against on the right. Yeah, did they? No, they didn't say it, okay. It was like, like if it was the second Riichi, they would probably go for Thunder instead. Yeah, like there was a Thunder out there as well. Perhaps 1 man there of the north, but it doesn't really matter here anyway. We have perhaps a Sansaku, but we lose out on the Akatora, which is always too awkward. The 1 man is very useless here. We don't really want 2 blocks Mansu anyway. But for now, it actually has some utility. Yeah, perhaps the north is the right card, because we can still just 1 man here. We can actually have the Sun School with the Torah here if we throw the 6-pin here and then triple constant basically with an extra pair here. Yeah, we cheated 3 man. But now our hand looks pretty okay, so finish closed as well. 1-7 hands in 1 game, very rigged. We don't need to win so much. We are not cheaters, sometimes others Shimakiri. The play actually is here just to boom, especially the 2-7-pin here. Like, and then just on the Aventura, but it's kind of sad because we really want the Mangon, right? But it's not really here. With bad shapes, you just have to go. Before start for Oya Hatsu Toto 3 hit tournament. Yeah, but, like seeing this 2, 3, 4 is so awkward. It is awkward, and I don't want to see it 4, 5. I think we just skip because I don't want to see either way. Like not the 3, 4, 5, and not the 2, 3, 4. Like it's just well, kind of iffy. It is. Like the 2/7 pin pawn is way better. And the 2/7 pin, yes, and the 6 month actually also we kind of have to, but the 6 month is definitely the worst. I think the 2 pin here, the first is Nakasuchi. But can we fight? Nah, we can't really fight, so just was. So. Like the 2/7 pins are just more obvious, and then the 6 month is it's just you kind of have to take it, but it's not the style that you really want. But we have 6 blocks with the 6 month pawn, so it's more possible to skip that one for sure. But if you need to get a waiting hand or just get anywhere, you should pawn basically. But if we can get rid of the pair here, the 2 pins should be pretty safe. We still are stuck with the monster here, but it's just barely not good enough here. I think we just barely can't make it, or like we are stuck on the monster. And if we had like a good route to Tempai, I would just see that, but like. The 6 pin, oh wait, we don't have a 6 pin. I would say the 6 pins are Nakasuchi, but we don't have a 6 pin. We don't have a 6 pin, and we can't really get Tempai here. The 6 month is pretty safe, but 2 towers with 1 troll left is pretty hard. The last 7 star here, or the 3 month, it doesn't really matter. The 7 star passed here already, so we are not really afraid of the Tamton here on the red. Not on the 7, so that is the 6 here on the right and the 7 comes on here for Thunder Tura. Perhaps the 3 was slightly more accurate, but it didn't tune in, so. This is like the fake Sansaku. The Sansaku is not here on the 789, by the way. We don't really have the blocks for it. And we just are way too far. We are better off going for a Thunder Painful here. And then trying to connect to the Tora with this 9/7 cut here. The West spawn Atosuke here. Well, like I don't know the Atosuke, but they have they don't have Raku with the West wind, of course. They can have a triplet of Green Dragon, East, or all the other dragons as well. This 3 1 kinda has to discard. It's also really high chance that it will feed the person here on the right for the half flash, but I don't see any other decent card. The 9/7 feels too weak. There's a Dora there. There is 1 Scott already by us. 4 pink that really ruins our hand actually. We might be folding, I guess, or like you can still win the hand, but like with 2 indicators, it's just going to be so rough to fight against anything. Our hand is still okay with the Benson here. The Green Dragon run kinda disturbed the Taku Highs for the 5,800. We spilled some of the coffee. And this kinda says the Sansaku is actually good here. The Sansaku is real here. The Santa or Chinson is actually also very real here, but Not anymore though. It's now with the 5-6 man it's hard. But if we pair up the Noir, we got a 2-pin, and then if we get the 7-star, we got the ramen here for the. Perhaps we should have kept the East for Pinfu, but nah, we don't need it, right? But yeah, the Casvent is probably slightly better to keep because for Pinfu, but it doesn't really matter, right? The Pastoral is probably 8 or 9 so here. Any pair up, or like the 2-pin is also, it does the same thing here. Uh, we are trying to get the Sun School here, basically, not per se the Dora Penson. Although the Dora Penson is very solid as well. But
持っていても仕方ありませんよね。
the 2-pin, if we get another 2-pin, it's actually very solid. The green second is that. We don't need to save that here. We have the 1-pin, lower pins. I think our hand is kind of dead now. Like, if we draw a Tura, we can surely push a few tiles. There's a 2-pin. 7-9. We kind of just forced to give up the hand here. We can try 9 into 8, so, but like, after that, we are kind of stuck as well. So, it is what it is. You can't win every single hand. I saw the latest, it's called Pro Roast, well, and then Shortened basically. English, it's high level commentary. Which basically is a Japanese pro player roasting casual English Mahjong players, and the title was like, "Don't try to win every single hand." Like I will make some videos over on YouTube, over on Throne Room, and then I will. There's some school here. It's actually real, by the way, but we likely won't get it because of the respawn. I might make some videos on Throne Room. What happens? Look, what happens if we just don't call anything? If we just play 10% call rate, like in M-League, they don't call anything. It's the average 25% call rate. C6O? No C6O. We like if we want to see, it's probably the 9 so here. The 9 so C is probably better than the 6 so C. But like we are losing out on the Tura. But like it's just like if we see the 6 so here, we do have 3,900 here with the West. It's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad, but depends on his week. We are just locked in our hand way too hard, I think, for what it's worth. It's certainly enough to open for 3,900 Atosuke, but depends on its week, and then the Atosuke, it's certainly, you can see it, but the 9 so here for the Sunscoot Santa is just way better, with the Aka trap here as well on the 3. So, we don't really want to open, but like, we can certainly skip the first West, but the second West is certainly like, I don't want to skip the second West. Like, we don't need the West here, of course, because we can accept 8 man. But like, there is some point where we just have to take Tempai. And the Catherine pawn, I'm not that afraid here, but I'm kind of more afraid here on the dealer. 1 pin. It almost feels like Tempai to be honest. But like, I put them at E sometimes just for good measure that. I don't know what they're doing, or I haven't really paid attention, but we will be pawning the second. I think they are still Easont until like the cards don't make much sense. The cards don't make much sense. But I don't know what they can have. Lower social, the upper pin perhaps, but we have to Riichi, or like it's not because of the value, but it's because of the weight here. It's the weight that does it here. The Teriso here with Aka cards. Hey, Pationox, Sansu with Aka here. Aka Suchi. It's basically double Suchi. And Suchi here on the right is also Suchi against me because I don't have a fight. So with Aka cut. Come on, what? Oh, why? Why? This sounds. Oh my god, it's massive. Well, like, it looks massive. It looks shiny. It's this Hanuman. Riichi City. Come on, what is this? The way was so good here with the Santa Sansoku. The Santa Sansoku. With the Tora as well. And the weight was like 80, yo. The weight was so good as well. I feel like you could see that yeah, it's probably going to be a Navitas. The vest is slightly too weak to keep, I feel like. If it was like a White Dragon or a Rakuhai, probably would keep it. You have some Cheetoits out as well. We have like 4 pairs for Toto Honitsu, which is key here. I think the 5 months are a skip, but the 7 months are definitely good enough to pawn here. Because the 5-month pawn just ruins all our saves, basically. That is okay. We are basically trying to get the AK here, and then we will be probably cutting the Pinsu save. We don't need the Feru, or like we kinda want the Feru, but like we are still like 17,000 away here. We are East London now. The west pawn, the north pawn, yeah, we can pawn that. Unfortunately, we don't have Tora, and we don't really have acceptance right now, but it's kind of hurting here because lower win rate with Honich in the Tora suit, of course. Wait, no, we don't have a Tora. I was like, did we pawn or we didn't? Like a Tora would be the other option, but we cheat here. Uh, we are trying to get Honitsu with perhaps we should just skip the Noir because like of the scores, like we really don't want to deal into. It does help, but I don't want to see. I don't want to pawn that. Like the North pawn is definitely a consideration, but like dealing into 8k really sucks here. While winning 8k or like even 3,900 doesn't do that much here for us anyway. That's it's Atosuke Tora 4. It's an interesting quarter one month. It's really interesting, but like I don't know how good it is because it's three-sided. Well, you can only win on the one Scott 9, so but it's definitely worth to try, I think. But like, it's just so iffy. The North is probably the cut here. The Sansuku is actually real here. The Thunder Sansuku is real. Homicide up tussen de one-man torrent to a clear Honitsu. It wasn't Honitsu, it was a Itsu. Or like, or against my pawns. But I didn't really look Tempai though, did we? I don't think so. There is the Sansuku is real here, but it just depends on if we get it or not. Like, we just have a Thunder out or a 2 or a 3 here. Like it's just too easy. Or like I don't know if we should call it easy. We can just got the 3 pin. The 3 mon is still a good roll. Like we are not going to reject that roll. You have too many pairs here. But that is not a problem with open hands because we can pawn everything here. Let's try to remember the towers because I have to practice for the WRC 2025 the World Championship to there's a 2 of North to pawn the towers. We are 8 pin is interesting, 7 cell is interesting. I like the 8 pin slightly more, keep leaving us 3 towers here as well. The ramen here makes it a little bit awkward. We are going to fight this because there's no like if we deal in we are third. If they win we are third and we are third here. Yeah, the 69p no pattern. I feel like we got robbed here. But I don't know about you, but we got kinda robbed. That's the impossible cowboys game, right? It was not as deep as the last game, but it feels like my Ho experience because I've been losing a lot in Ho lately. Like to be honest, I haven't been playing that well, and I do play a little bit worse while commentating on it. Because I'm focusing on like two things. It's like it's still kind of multitasking, but like in a whole game, I really want to focus. But if I stream it or I record it, it's definitely slightly lower quality gameplay. It's definitely slightly lower. It's most likely on the top 20% of my level. Like that level I can't really reach while commentating because I can't do the calculations, or like I can still do the calculations while talking, but it's got just so much harder. The Mawashi, the playing count around multiple Riichis just got way harder. I'm not going to wait like 10 seconds to count every single sushi. It's more like I still play well without the stats, but it's definitely a very nice. So here for the three-sided way, you could say comment less if it bothers you. Nah, it's fine. I'm almost out of Ho anyway. We are almost back to Tokuso with two accounts. Or like I have a 5-ton account. I gained like 300 points last time I played, which is pretty nice. And I have a 7-ton account with a tier ranking. But I'm not going to. Let's keep that. Let's keep it for some degenerate teenagers or something. I don't know. The tutorial is not that great either way, but uh, like I'm not going to just record whole gameplay without talking because that is e-something. So we keep the each alive. It's kind of fake. It's really fake. It's this like the painful and the acceptance is way better. We have an Ipeco here anyway for the value, so we don't need it. If we didn't have an Ipeco here, perhaps we can float for it. But the 2-man or the 3-man would be just way more superior than the 1-man here anyway for the each try. But the 2 and 3-man don't guarantee the each, which is kind of the issue as well. But there we have Riichi Painful, Ipeko, terminal weights are always the best. It's just about 60% win rate, still I think. Here on the 6 tiles left at most. Like, do you have a lot of, do you have like the other streamer? I don't know if you know. I think it's a hero, but I don't know. It's basically a Chinese player, I think, with mic off, playing Ho, every streaming Ho, and there we go. And like there are people watching that without mic, and like I don't want to become a streamer without commentary or like just quite a gameplay. Like you can watch Asapin for the gameplay without commentary, or like he gives commentary, but if you don't speak or don't understand Japanese, it's basically high level gameplay without commentary. So it's it just diminishes the value, if you know what I mean. For the future streams, I will try to stream 2 times, at least 2 times a week, but it really depends. Like I shifted my focus slightly towards YouTube, the Galaxy Guide series, which takes like an entire day to make, by the way, or like it takes like a well-rounded video with some edits. Like it takes forever to make it, and I don't even edit the video. Like I don't even edit the video. I just add captions. I make some cuts if there's pause way too long. But like it just takes a lot of time to get information and make sure that everything connects. And the next video or the next part will be on tau efficiency, and it will be 2 parts of like 20 minutes, 25 minutes perhaps. It will be a long session. But it will be probably fine. We have too many pairs here. We don't have a Thunder, but we kind of want to move towards Thunder. So I kind of want to cut a 9 here. The other card is like the Forma, but like if we do like a 3-pin, 6-pin, we can have Thunder here with Thunder Tora open. So we got a 9-man here. And then we try to replace the 9-pin pair. And we should actually just envision the hand like this, without the 9-pins. And then you see the Thunder Tora, and the 7-pin is just the shape, of course, with the 6-pin, 3-pin. And then we can cut a 9-pin, 9-pin, or on the 5-pin as well. There we go. We can just short a hand, but there we go. We have Thunder now. This have been Moscow, but it's better having Raku. See, and there we go. We have Thunder now. So this is like a weird case where we actually got the 9-man for 3 pairs because we have a Thunder shift. Otherwise, we should probably got the 4-man instead. But this is one of the rare situations. I will probably use this example in my Galaxy Guide series because I'm using my own screenshots a lot of the time because I don't want to copy from the guide itself. Like I'm not that familiar on copyright and stuff. 2900, very nice. Because we had the Thunder slide or the Thunder shift here. Double East. Very nice. With the fixed PL, need one more block. We're not an issue here. The right second is very nice for extra value as well. Like I probably can't just use examples given in the what would you do unless I use too many. But like I'm not that familiar on like the Creative Commons and React things and copyright stuff. Okay, E something. So I kind of don't want to copy that much, only the key topics, and then I will just state that it's from the guide itself, of course. Uh, oh my god, so rigged, so rigged. Okay, seems to be a good Hanson this time. For the T double East here, we deal the perfect house as well. Like we deal the East and then the Hanson here. Unfortunately, there's an early 8-pin, making the spot 7-pin slightly more sharp, but there's Shimo. Can we get the Uratari? 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 Wait. No Ura, so sad. Good rolls, but no Ura, so we are still sad. Yeah, Hiroshima good rolls. Oh my god, what is this hand again? But we lost the first Hanson and we got like we got robbed on the second Hanson. We are not giving the pen some, but the 8-man is just real. Like if we got a vamping, we have a lonely 2 instead of a lonely 8, so it almost doesn't make any sense to got the pen right there. We are adding the Honitsu here with 2 Rokuhai. We have enough blocks for the Honitsu. And the Torah acceptance, of course, it's very nice, but we need to do one more social basically before we really can commit to the Honitsu, and we are trying to hide it as well. But after the 3-4-man card, it's just too obvious what we are going for anyway. But the 6, so I think we can skip the 6 because we lose out on Torah acceptance. But the 3 is definitely a Chi, and the rest is just a pawn. But the 6 Chi is kind of iffy. Like I don't want to see the 6 because we lose out on so many upgrades and stuff. Don't get 7 pairs, please don't get 7 pairs. So don't draw a 4-man. We don't want the 4-man. If we draw a 4-man, it's actually like it's still like boom. Okay, there we go. With the 2 9 shows out here, I think we can just see the 6 here as well. But it's not the tower where we really want to open with for sure. If we get the 2-5-man, we just set up for a quicker hand, of course, but otherwise we are eyeing the 11-6 here. With the Honitsu, got some Hatsu. There's one of, oh my god, really? One Tora? My hand, so sad, so sad. I got like a Sankanshu in the tournament. It was not on stream, or like I didn't like I was queuing individual ones, so I wasn't streaming everything of the qualifiers. I want to be on stream, so I tried to queue to be on stream. But I got hit like Sankanshu for the first time. It's my first Sankanshu. It was really determined because I pawned my pair basically, and then I could count it, and then we got some concert to the 6, I think, for the payment. But it is for fun in a tournament where nothing matters. But you can just try to get those rare hands. Like the Rakuman rate in these type of settings are way too high because people are not defending against it. The Rakuman rate in like Cold Room is like I bet it's way higher in Cold Room than in Home. Because people won't run for the Sananko Toy, they won't open when they have like Chiranko something. And people won't defend against the Chui, so the Taisanken that well as well. Like, I think the Rakuman rate is way higher in lower rooms, but I might be wrong. Or like, it has to be decent rooms because they have to know what the Rakuman is. Uh, but like, if they know it, then the recommend rate should be way higher than in the higher zooms, where people also defend. Yeah, I can't resist. You would tear into Chimon recommend, but you can't really tear into a Shuanko, like, or like you can, but like, it's so hard to tear into a Shuanko. Like, you would tear in a Shitanki for 64k if you tear in, but like the Daesanguns and the TV show. There was also a TV show, Daesangun songs on in the World Cup, but people just they don't defend against it, and it's so determined. You know, like they just don't care. There's a Cup A7 show here, so the A show should be pretty good here. The early 9 show on the left with the early 7 show here on the right. They don't have the 8 shows. They are perhaps Storman has a pair, but then there are still one left. Unless they have an anchor, then there are 0 left, but then we still have the 5. So when we can win on, we can actually count the 2-man in like a equal situation, but we are leading here, so we don't have to count the 2-mans. But it's probably good enough actually. We can actually count the 2-mans. There we go. Because we have a good weight and we can fight against the Riichis. It's not a problem. We hit 2 Turas here, and we made H-Cell more likely to come out basically as well. If people are defending, there we go. Then the H-Cell is very safe because he opened on like an extension G. We opened on an extension G, and those are very hard to spot. Nice one. We got the extra. We didn't get the extra full, but we got the extra two Toras. Above average for sure. I did not expect you to take the count, but the weight quality was very high. Like we were leading, but it's only East 2. Like, embrace the content. Are we I don't know where you're forcing the Pharaoh. I don't know. Like the Pharaoh is the like if you like in East 1, I would cut the Pharaoh, but here it's just not necessary to force the flush here. It's really not. We should probably just cut the dragon here, but there's still Taesangan, right? See the Taesangan? Nah, just kidding. Okay, the Taesangan is coming. We just need a white dragon. There, across there is a white dragon. We can pawn the tune. Got the 18-18. Nah, we were just, we are happy with our value here, with our hands. I wonder if people spot Honitze here. Probably they do, but there is a chance that they might not. But after the tune pawn, they should definitely suspect something, right? Uh, with the tune pawn, with the right second card, it's just like, you know that people are basically tempai. You have to take the extra tiles here, the 6-9 pin, no question. Unless you're playing like Rakuman Shipori, but Rakuman is just way too hard to catch from this position. Give me the 3 pin. Like on the 3 pin, the standard card is take the Sabo for the extra value, but like we are of course taking a ramen. If we get a 3 pin here, which is probably the 8 pin cards, we can't pawn that. Or like, we technically can pawn it, but it's not ideal, let's say that. It's not what we really want to pawn. We can pawn this though, for tempai. Like if the 3 pin was ultra that, like you can pawn the 7 pin. It's not that big of an issue. And this 7 pin, the 3 pin is just very high deal in range against any of my hands here. Friendly opponents. Like, why do we win every single hand in one Hanson? Like, it's way better to win in multiple Hansons so to avoid fluff. Shall we pawn this? Any ponos in chat? Any ponos? Anyone wants to pawn this? I cannot tell, but if you want to pawn, I can pawn this for you. Anyone? Okay, we cannot skip then. Okay. Like in a South War situation, it's easier to pawn, for sure, but it's not that nice when we are leading anyway. We are like Atosuke here, or we still okay. We can just throw perfectly here. Still looking for an upgrade here with the H, so doesn't hurt looking for an upgrade. No, for so troll here. Nah, we will never go Honitz, and we can still Riichi here actually. It's actually okay. You don't want to? Okay. You have extra food. Children always win, so we are guaranteed to win. So this is nice. So that is why we Riichi. There's a double Mosuchi here. It's also the indicator. Which usually means Tempai, but considering they pushed the 3 pin last turn, I'm not sure if we can lead the Tempai across, but if we see this in throne room, wij Pullman cancel perfectly, yeah. Just waiting until tournament runs actually, but I'm not sure if they are Tempai or like against normal opponents or my level opponents. That's 100% Tempai across. Like that's also why Damaton is so much harder against weaker opponents because you sometimes just don't know if they're pushing without Tempai. You just don't know. Shimotsu is also in. Shouldn't run here on the 7-1. Well, the 7-1 just pass from my point. But if they had 7-1 acceptance, they probably cheat that as well. What do we not want to draw? Perhaps a Tora 5-8 man is still there for tournament. What else? Perhaps a 2-5 pin, but probably the 5-8 more, but there's a 3 pin. Are they folding? I doubt it. I really doubt it, but Ishimo here, the Richimo Chun, no Ura, because of the spoiler animation, or the no spoiler animation. Like on Tenno, it's still pretty exciting. You really like you don't get spoiled on Tenho. Uh, you do get kind of spoiled for the Rakuman with the Kong and uh, with like the spoiler animation. Just you don't have to check the Ura anymore. With the spoiler animation. What did you think about the commentary last week, the World Cup commentary? Because there was a lot of discussion about how bad the commentary was last week. I did commentate a bit, mostly alone, but sometimes also in a duo. But did you think it was bad? I don't know if you watched the commentary of the World Cup this weekend or last weekend that was. Yeah, just moving towards standard here with this 9-month card. It's an interesting 7-month card. It can mean a few things. And the scariest thing is there's a toy fix here. The scariest thing is a toy fix here with this early 7-month because it's definitely not efficient here. Even the 7-month floater is pretty strong as a regular floater. I think we're just holding the East in that case. Like, it doesn't matter with these scores anyway. It really doesn't. Uh, it really doesn't matter what we do. We are just playing some Kampuche downs, and then the East is hopefully not Mochi Mochi on the left. But the Tora might come out as well, but the Sefpin is slightly better because if it's like if they have a AK-5 pin in the AK shape, it's probably better than giving them the extra Tora, or like it's basically the same, but uh, it's a not a Tortoise, but they almost had it. They almost had the Tortoise, but they didn't. The 7 pin here fixed the pairs as well, so they were aiming for a Tortoise and they didn't get it. Uh, we are having a very strong hand here again. The Thunder Pinfu, the best kind of hands actually, and Riichi Mahjong. Like the if you don't know what you're going for, it's always Thunder Pinfu or some combination of those two, one of them at least. Well, Rakuhei hands are also pretty busted. Riichi to Forso. I don't want to, but it's definitely real. Or like it's probably good here with these scores. The Forso, that is. Because it just locks in thunder and we can upgrade on the 566 pin and then we can turn the upper station into our head. Um, we are going to Sakikiri this 2 pin or like it's not like the order really matters because they will see it if they have acceptance and then like it's not like that we are soaking the towers here on the right. That is not the right side. That is the Torah. We can just Sumakiri it here. To show here on the right. Doesn't look that fast red. You can keep the south as our safe town. Although both towns look very safe, to be honest. I don't think the Nijman really deals into Torment that often. Is interesting, but this is just Easant, and we are keeping the extra 5 pin here. Because the 6 so is just kinda weak, and if it's all for 7 pin, or even like a social here, then we can catch ramen. The 4 so troll is really interesting here. The 4 so, because we have like a Tando shift here, but we have the Sun School with the 5 so cut as well. But now we told the 6 months, so it's really easy. But the 4 so is definitely a choice. But probably just 5 so for the Sun School, for the Raku, instead of the Thunder with the 1 so slide, because we are still stuck on the 6 so. This is 1 health for 3000 for the Ipeco, Dora. And we, like, usually you can reach this, and you can definitely reach it on the upgrade. Nah, like I don't want to just reach here with the 5, so it's definitely sometimes an option, but I don't really want to. Um, we can just Tama here for the Ipeco, and then we are happy here. Not that afraid of the 1 so for the Honitsu, because of the 2 so into the 7 so cut. Uh, Pretty good here. We can actually pawn. We can start pawning. That is not what we want to see here on the right. You can choke the honors. Like they cut the 6-man into the 3-man as well. It almost feels like a toy, but it's probably an Onitsu anyway. I think we have to Sakiki the Green Dragon here, because we have to see something here with Toy confirmed pairs here. Should you trap right on the Toy? We are most likely get the 8-9 man instead of the 5 so Tora, but the 5 so with the Honitsu here on the right might come out as well. I wonder what people put me on. Like, I can have the red dragon, but now with the red second here, like, I can't have it. So it's an obvious Tota. It's likely also some Toras, because I wouldn't really want to pull for Tota no Mi in first place like this, unless it's really good. The Tota was actually pretty good, but we are lacking one pair. We can Sunk. Shall we, not Sunken, shall we Rinson the 7-man? Nah, it's a Shimakiri. I'm not going for the Rinsan. The Rinsan Tora 3. It's also trying the height 8-9 months, because if you take Tashi to 7-man later, it becomes really obvious that you have a 9-man pair. Not that you have an 8-man pair, but the 9 months are definitely harder to get after the 7-man Tashi, late 7-man Tashi. That's the wrong 5. We should also just get rid of this east, by the way, because it's not safe. It's probably still safe enough. And that's is that the Paimon? Yes, that's a Paimon force line. It's the Sun Uncle Toy Dora Fuo force line. Only on the 5 so sumo. But that is a Paimon force line. Did you know in Tronum you don't have the force lines anymore? Because there are no tips. You don't even have Riichi PGM, I think. Wrong side, wrong side. Resume. Resume. Sad. Where's my Paimon? My Paimon. at least Mahjong Soul rewards you with if you get a big win, you get extra points off of it. While on other platforms, you just don't get anything. You just don't get anything from for winning with 70k. Well, or if you get like 30k win, 26k win, 70k win, it just doesn't matter on other platforms. But we get extra rank points, 1 point for every 1,000 points. Basically, yeah, that is not really what we want to throw. It does help, like kinda, because we know that our opponents are holding was one less Stora. That is a sus card. They doing something suspicious still. It is got there. Is it Onitsu? Oh my god, if we deal in here, it's Onitsu. It's definitely my fault. They don't put them on Tempai, yeah, but we should definitely start thinking about defending here, especially against the Tiro. You can't try feeding the person on the right, though. You can't just 6-pin. Yeah, probably just try to feed the 6-pin here on the right. 7 so here. Oh, that it deals in. It was system Tempai for East only. 1,500. Not that special. But they are out of loss, so it's a good win for them. And we have a good hand here. It's just very winnable. Not a perfect hand, of course, but it's certainly strong enough here. The 7-pin, 4-pin, we can see that. We can see both of them actually. We will probably hold on the pawns, on the 2-7-0 pawn. Because it's really not necessary. We can skip the T as well. The 7-pin T is really, yeah, we can just score this actually. Well, to stun now, it's pretty much confirmed here. The extra 3-pin nearly solidifies our hand for Thunder as well. So the 2-7-pin and the 2-7 and the 7-pin is an easy pawn. We should be watching out for the sushi here, but they got the North, so it's basically dead after the North cut. So there's no they sushi or sushi going on here. Do we toy here? Perhaps we toy here. Ah, that is not the type that we want. We should just Shimakiri this actually, because we can't drop the 1-pin after the T. We can't drop the 1-pin after the 4-pin T, but we have the 3-pin which we can drop, so it's not that bad. But at E something you study should just stop the 1-pin because you can't see it. You can't swap goal. You can't just Sashikami here on the right. You can't just ignore the Riichi in that case. I don't expect the Teriso to come out here from the left because I don't think they have a Teriso here. Ipatsu, 8k, 8k. No, no, oh no, we got a, we misclicked, but we got in, it's fine. This 3-pin cards. It feels really like collusion here. It really feels like collusion here. But the 9-pin is just an obvious cut there. If the 9-pin deals in here on the right, I might get reported. I might get reported for the misclick. It was down next to it, so you can't blame me, right? I hate my hand. We are trying to deal in later on, I think. You're just trying to deal in. I will be streaming for a couple more hours, but I won't be streaming until the full end time where I usually would end the stream in, because I still want to record something for YouTube, and I want to also work on the Galaxy Guide series. I don't know if I can make a video for Friday, because the episode is like 1 hour split into 2 episodes, or like up to 1 hour, so it's going to be 2 long episodes, and I probably have to plan a little bit better for that one. I really wanted to hold on to the Green Dragon because I suspect the Atosuke. He had the Rakuhei on the left, but the Green Dragon just dropped, and now we have a pair of it, so we can have it as our Raku. We moving towards standard with this one man card as well. Let me deal into Torment. It's just hard to deal into Torment. Like we can't assist them from our spot at least. We can't really assist them. We don't have the Sansuku, but we have Thunder here. Probably way too slow, but at least it's something, right? If we can deal into Torment, we will try to deal into Torment. If we can dodge Kamitra at the same time. North south pawn, there's the Rakuhei on the left with the middle tower pawns. Autoscape becomes more likely. Okay, right, what is it across? Is it the Red Dragon Uncle? North winds? It's probably the north. Yeah, it's probably the north. But we can just drop the north. Toy actually, it's a toy. No, why do we have to play one more hand? Come on, I want to leave. I want to leave already. We can pawn 6, 7, and 9 here. You can non Kamitra for Paimon, right? That is the idea here. Give me, what do we want? We want a 2-pin here. Leave it Zinitze. Yeah, we are trying to Zinitze here. We will pawn the, do we pawn the 7-pin here? It feels very weak. But the nines are easy, but the 7-pins are hard. I think we are. I don't think the 7-pin is that useful to pawn though. But like with the Zenitsu are like lacking tiles, you know. You only have 4 copies of each tile, so you have to make everything work. You have to get every single tile in your hand that you can get. We basically have a 2-5-8 pin weight and a tanky 1-pin, or we have a 3. Yeah, it's basically 2-5-8 with a 1-pin tanky and a white dragon tanky. And if we get a 2-pin, it's a 1-4-7. If we draw it, that is Tempai. Does it matter? I think it matters. I think this one is the best better C. For the wider shape here. If we see the other way, we have less acceptance for the upgrade, I think. Always tricky to play Zeniths. I should practice more often because I still make mistakes because I'm just not prepared. Like I'm just not that prepared for the Zeniths. It's like once every like 50 Hansons or something you get a closed or semi-closed Zeniths, and like if you make any mistakes, you're just losing out on 8,000 points or 12,000 points. And that is 12k here on the left, and very friendly here on the left. Really unnecessary as well. But we are never getting Torment out of last place there. Unless we can't into more Tora. Friendly opponent, not being friendly. Do we think we have an S rank? We have an S rank, and there is even a C. There is a C here as well. Are they AFK? I don't think so, right? It almost feels like AFK. Oh, yeah, we got S rank here. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, the consolidation prize. Having the S rank here, and then like being poor against the B plus player. I don't want to say like the S rank really matters that much or the rankings don't matter that much, but like I am almost getting consistent S ranks, which just says that I'm not making that many mistakes. That is all it really tells. On the critical moments, I do think Mortal is better, and Naga might be even better than that, but I don't have a Naga subscription. If I start making some money, or like if I get enough donations, I can get a Naga subscription earlier, but I don't want the cheapest one because for my YouTube channel I'm playing like at least 12 Hansons uh, in a month, and then some Tompusen as well, so I need a medium one. So then it's like it's not that expensive, but I kind of need income because without income I can't really like I can afford it, but like it's not really within the budget, you know. We have a nice hand here. We have 3 pairs. We might do the same thing as last turn or last Hanson, where we try to get Tondao here with the 1919 card. But the 9-pins are dead as well, so the 9-pins are just dead weight here. The East is still pretty good here. We got a lot of rank points out of the last one, actually. We got plus 181. I didn't get a job at PwC. I got an internship at EY, by the way, but I still am looking for a job. Like I getting rejected so often, probably because I play a degenerate game here, the evil. But like it's probably because I'm playing this game that I can't get a job. I really want to win the hand, but it doesn't really seem possible. Um, no friends, no girlfriend, no job. Must be playing Mahjong. Must be a Mahjong player. We just can't see that. Just can't see it. Give me my thumb now. Skip. Girlfriend makes you quit Mahjong. Look at Ota. But look at Raf though. I'm pretty sure Raf has a family. So it's still possible. Oh, we missed them by. But we want to move towards thumbnail anyway. Okay, it doesn't matter. You know me. With extra, no, not extra full actually, not extra full. You have children grown up already? Where's my flow? Where is it? One Hansan of luck, 3 Hansans of terrible luck. Must be me. I'm going to play somehow after the stream, by the way, but maybe like a 7-man instead of a 6-man. I wouldn't cut the pension here. I would say there is still a Sansuku. I would cut the 3-man instead, but it's a 6-man. So there is no Sansuku 7, 8, 9. That is the difference between a 6-man and a 7-man. The pension card versus the 3-man card, basically. But it is better. 2 floaters, even with overlap, it's slightly better early than a pension anyway. It's about the same speed. And there we go. Shall we do the pro play? Nah, I don't think so. We don't want to Tama here for the 4-pin draw. In some Japanese Mahjong leagues without Ipatsun era, people will Tama this for the but it's just 4 tiles versus 8 tiles or 7 tiles of Shimo. Like it's just not worth it. with the impulsion era enabled. There's also no Riichi BGM in Throne Room, by the way, because tips are disabled. It's kind of stupid, but there's no Riichi BGM in Throne Room. It's just very silent. No Dora discard first line, no Paimon first line, no Rakuman first line, no triple Tao, 3 Taos of the same type discard first line. Imagine bonding to a character and then finding out into the room everything is disabled because of no tips. I think they could just enable the Riichi BGM just for the player in Riichi, or like just that you have your own Riichi BGM, you know, but they don't, so. They don't too. It's only a DTP disabled because I listen to the music while playing Mahjong. That is probably also good to listen to some music. Are we going to win or not? Like the streams are still live. Oh my god. Oh no, if we're dealing into 8k here, it's going to be the most stupid thing ever today. Because the tune into the Riichi can still play. Are they AFK here on the right? Wait, are they AFK? Wait, I didn't keep track of that. But we have the 5200 here, 1326. Very nice, very good win here. With the Simo Ura. It's a muscle one, but like, I don't know. We are the eighth. No, my hand. Come on. We are the playable hand. We still have I think the last one was slightly better. The one pin is nah, it's not better than the tune. Moving to Western though, likely. Kinda everything is so awkward. The total is there technically, but it's not the first thing that I really want here. But like the tune mascot, 5 pin very hard to get. But the 5 pin and the tunes are just a bomb. This former, we just have no upgrade potential. We got the former. We just don't have any flexibility if we got the former. Like 7 pairs is technically still alive as well. In this 7 pairs is something. With 6, 8, 9 here. But the total is just usually superior anyway. So the tune, total aka, it's still very hard to get a middle pinshu. But if you put one of the pinshu, the other ones are it's also easier to get. The Uncle Suchi here discard. It's the 9-man is actually slightly more dangerous than the 8-man. The Uncle Suchi, you have the Chitoy. You don't care about the Chitoy Chitora. The Mangan with the Toto is better. It's faster as well. If you don't have the Uncle, just Shimakiri. If you don't have the Uncle, you should go for Chitoy. But if you have an Uncle and you have the Rakuhai here, it's just an obvious boom, the tune that is, and the 5 pins as well. The 5 pins, the middle tile here makes the 7 pin also easier to come out. 5 pin, 5 pin. Come on,
Done.
Topomushiji. Come on, what is this? What are we playing? Oh my, okay, I see what we are facing. I see now. And what is this? Another master one, a friendly master. What do you think the tier innate is here? 17%? Almost 18%. With 3,000 games played. Leo, what Leo Patronax? You have players that just can't stay in Tatum. Like insane. But there are also streamers that are bouncing between Master 1 and Extra 3. But the 3,000 games is quite a lot. Like if you really want to improve, and you read some guides, or you are watching my Galaxy Guides series videos, which is pinned in the chat, you're probably ranking up quite fast, or you should be staying in Master rank, I think. But it's the people have different priorities, of course. The Torah is of course a pawn here. Ugly, like the 2-man here just ruins my entire hand. I just can't cut anything else. Like if there was perhaps no 2-man here in our pawn, the 4-so, 8-so card, or one of these is interesting, probably leaning slightly more towards the 4-so. But like the 2-man in our pawn, like the 4-turn is not that great, and this Isan turn comes on. Full crit Soshu. Ah, oh no, but we would be 4-turn on this horrible Pensa because the 2-man is almost dead. Like if there was no 2-man in our pawn, sure, but not right here, not right here. Like if we something is now more comfortable for sure than having the 4-turn ramen, which we can't do much with it anyway. And then we have like he will probably keep the Sosu console instead of the Ipeco console because of this one more town. Like we can't even fight a Riichi because people are just stealing in earlier. Like we can't even fight a Riichi. Like it's just happens with like 18% tier in players. There is no post Riichi strategy because the Riichi won't be lasting more than 5 turns. Uh, Like the real skill comes from pushing against Riichis and having a high skilled table where you can actually play for Ryukoku and such. That then you know that you have a high level table where people are basically playing for Ryukoku kinda just to play for the third row strategy things. While you almost never reach that in Gold Room because people are just stealing in way earlier and people are falling halfway and they will never reach Katen. Uh, I think the Katen rates or the excessive throw rate really says how strong the table is. Or like if you are playing some good strategy, but like if you're playing pros with more than 25% Rikoku rate, you must be playing like JPML Eidus, Akanashi that is, but like with Aka, I think you shouldn't really have much more than 20% Rikoku rate. I think 20% is okay, but way more than that, I don't think people are really winning the hand. And like you are not playing to win, and people are mostly playing to defend. I don't know what the Riktoku rate is with like for model AIs. I think it's around 20%. I have to look up the stats for that, but there is model AI playing against itself. And I don't know what the Riktoku rate is, but I suspect around 20%. So everyone has like a 20% win rate or slightly higher, 21%. And then the rest is Riktoku, of course. Give me my 1 man pack. We want a 1 man here, actually. Sansuku, please. 6 man, 6 man. 6 man is actually pretty good. It is so unfortunate, but we can't keep it, and we are not keeping this 7 man either. We are not. Like the 8 man throw after the 9 man card for the future is not worth it. So we rather take the safe tower here against the Riichi on the left, and the 3 man is an easy push here on the left as well. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. It's also very pushable across actually. If we get them back, that is. And we don't actually have. We have one safe tower. We have one safe tower. Yeah, I so tough with two Riichis.
どう
Ichimo Pinfoot Yura. We pay 2600 here for the Chimo. If you have like any things that you want to see, like high level content wise over my YouTube channel, just let me know, because I will be making less content when I get a full-time job, of course. And then like I have to really decide on what to make. Like I'm fine with like the ranked series now, because it's like really unedited. Like for a 1 hour video, I spent 1 hour. But for like the Galaxy Kite series, for the 20-minute video, I spent like an entire day. Like it takes like 10 hours or something, around 10 hours to make a 20-minute video, or something around that ballpark. It really depends on how guide intensive it was. For the first video, it took slightly less time, but because it was only Riichi Book 1, Chapter 4, but for the second one, the defense one, where I had to read through 5 guides, it, it took way longer, of course. I don't know why we're hatching like a Cheetoid, so who needs a Toy, when we can just spawn out Green Seconds for our efficient hand here, for just a Rakuhai or a 3 hand. Probably should have kept the 3 so as well. But like, if it was just regular Green Seconds, this was probably the right play, but with the Toras here, probably should have just gone for the faster hand. Really? Oh my god. This 8 man, and then we can Aqua Trap here on the 8, so Mammon Trash cut. Oh my god, so I hate these situations so much, but I don't think we can pawn. And everyone knows that we have now 2 Tora, so we should have instant skip. It is always way too awkward like this. Like, do we want to pawn to look in the manga, but like we can't really pawn? Now we can pawn again. Give me the greens, give me the green. Give me the green. Oh no. 258. Not Takame with the 2. I would never push the 2 man there. I would go 9 man, 9 man if he pawned. So we wouldn't have that in the Ipeko. But Uh, how need to here? I don't know, like tutorials for blocks, right? Give me a vessel, right? If we get a Noah, it's going to be on each, but it's probably going to be on each anyway, because it's like the only way to get two Toras in our hand. Oh, never mind. We can just play efficiency here with this Ramen upgrade with the AK. Not that big of a problem. The rest is dead, which is really unfortunate. Probably just west. Yeah, are still some routes towards a T-Torch, but like the Honitsu is not there, so the west is probably one of the first cards here. 456 Sun School is interesting, but still very far away. Probably should just got the right track, and we just want to speed up the hand, but 18 doesn't really help. It doesn't. Yeah, that's the third 18. Very funny. Very funny. I did we force the Honitsu instead of the Uncle 18. It feels almost like Tempeh here on the left. They don't have an 8-pin. Yeah, they don't. No, I mean, it's also K-bait off, by the way. But if they had like a pair of them, they would have pawned. But they're also K-bait 8-pin. So they have probably some upper pin sub pair. But it doesn't really matter what they have because we are basically never going to deal in with this hand. Not in 4 or 5 turns anyway. I don't think we can really win the hand. So I go 9 so 9, so keeping the best as safe tower here. It's just so unfortunate. 3 Tora, but nothing else. We could have had an 18 Uncle, I guess, but the hand was really weak from the start anyway, except for the Toras. Our hand is completely toast. Completely toast. Was that Shimakiri? Was that Shimakiri? I didn't spot it. I didn't see the Datashi. But I'm not. I don't want to bet on the Shimakiri Riichi, especially not against the T30. Because then I know the 9 and the 7 are safe, but I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% on the Shimakiri. The Torashi on the left. They had the 9-pin pair. I did think I felt cool like on the 9-pin from the person across. Or the first one, not the second one. We are currently second with around 25,000. Now one is above 30k yet. We need 300 to win, or we just need to not deal in. That is kinda the mission. The winning on the not lose competition. That is. It's very likely that we get another hand here, but the person here on the right can end the game with any hand here. Akari Topu here on the right. Murti was a painful hand, Thunder as well. If they have, the Tora top is actually pretty nice here for us, but still 2 Tora means that we are lost, which is kinda sad. If the cutoff is really unfortunate here. If Torment had like 100 point less, he could just push everything here, because the Tora 3 is so unlikely. The Tora 2 is actually like too high of a chance to really push everything here on the right. But they don't have the Tura, so they shouldn't have that many Tura. We can just Sakiki the south here. Like, as long as we don't really have saved us, we will be pushing here on the right. If it's 1 or 2,000 points, we are just looking in a second. That's a late 9-pin here. But we don't have anything here anyway, so we can 7-pin here. But Yeah, it's kind of a tricky situation, or like not that tricky. We can't defend, so we might as well push when we can't defend. We are East on turn. We will probably Tama turn, or not? Do we? We never have enough. Or we have enough with Ura, or not? Wait, it's 4,100. We never have enough. We never have enough. So we can't really reach. It was a very weird 7 pin card. Usually it would suggest that they have another pin to say, but I think it comes from the 9-7 pin here, suggesting that there are 10 right there. Like, if we had 200 points more, we probably will reach here for the Ura, well, to win, but uh, that is the wrong one. I thought it was Tora, but it's not the 1 pin, it's the one, so probably just going to Tama, turn this out. I don't really expect a topple 4 or 5 shape there, but it actually could be, but then it would be unlucky. They would have also cheated with the Akatora if they had the AK 5 pin. It's still a chance that they have 2 Akatoras here on the right, which is not a nice thing to think about, of course. Yeah, oh no. Like, I want to. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we can actually fold. We can actually fold this. Sansa? Well, what's the 6 man? We can. Luckily, we can. Okay, that is game. 5 man tanky. Come on, what is this garbage? What is this? What is this? That is why they kept the 7 pin for the head. But like, still, come on, what is this? Nice Riichi, by the way, but it didn't matter. There's a T rank for Kamitsu. Actually, an S rank here for the Expert 3. The Expert 3 got the Expert 3 got a S rank as well. We will be playing for 2 more hours, probably 3 Hansons. I still want to record a video for YouTube afterwards and prepare the Galaxy Kite series as well. Wait, is it mortified or not? Wait, is he streaming? I don't know if is it a streamer or does he play on the mortified? Well, on the mod, I can't remember, but
Why you look like this?
oh, he's streaming. Oh, sorry for that. He is he? Wait, am I? Okay, wait. I'm now stream sniping. Oh no, I'm stream sniping. Okay, it's him. I confirmed it. Am I disconnected? It's him, yeah. Can we? Oh my god, what's happening? I can see that I want to refresh, but I don't know where the refresh button is. Should we just end the game? Wait, let me. I will just restart the game, I think. Because it's not loading. One second. Let Yeah, it's him. Yeah, okay. I almost stream sniped him because I wasn't. Are we back yet? It's like it's not even disconnect. It's like it just lagged out. Like on Tenhou, I would refresh the client, but like on the app, there is no F4, I think. But uh, I'm just waiting here. We should be hopefully back. Sorting out the table. Okay, we missed the 8 pin. This 8 pin is actually pretty massive actually. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's semi bad. It's not like ultra bad, but it's definitely I thought that we would have kept for sure. But it's okay. The 603, like if we had one more Torah, perhaps, but unfortunately we don't. If we had the 8 pin here, we would have a 7-9 man save it instead of the 35 here as well. But like we don't have the 8 pin, so we don't have the Sansuku. This is still do something actually. The 8 pin doesn't do that much here, but it's actually does something. It's actually kind of sad. It's kind of sad that we don't have an 8 pin here. It would be something with the 3 and 9 pin cut. Oh wait, that was wait, oh my god, I hate my timer. This is Right, I need to think. I just disconnected. Like it
リーチ
doesn't help that much, right? We are something here. It's not that connection. It's just lagged out. It's just lagged out. It's just I don't know what happened. The 8 pin would be tempai here, or like with the 3 pin card, but it comes on 4. But whatever, right?
妻それいただ
What
きます
is it Wijtrekken anker? I can't see the towers. I can't see the towers. I don't know about it's a Wijtrekken anker. It's a master one again here. It's a master one here on the right. Because no one like there is no saying that Riichi that for the 12k. Yeah, it's a master one. It's so predictable. It's just so predictable. Like you don't even have to check the page. Like you don't. When you see that, you know it's almost T ranking here on the left, and you're not checking out more. You can check his stream if you want to see his rank. Um, are people like watching both streams at the same time? Or like I know some people can do that, but like I never really did that, but like you can definitely do that if you have two streamers playing the same game without delay, or like even with delay, you can still watch it. Or if the delay is the same, that is, uh, and then you can spectate two hands at the same time. But we are both starting off with like minus 6k here. So I do have the Samsuku here with the 6 man card for going the 5 man card. Of course, the 5 man Akatoro, but it is what it is. Uh, 3 pairs is really inefficient here, but it's probably fine. After the 8 pin throw, the Tora throw. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think the Samsuku is still here? The Chunkan Samsuku. Oh no, are we going to Riichi on the 8 pin? The 4 pin is kinda dangerous here on the left. But if we get a 5 pin, I think we are going to Tamaten on the Sun Scooter. I think we, on the 5 pin draw, we have no choice. It feels like Tempe here on the left. We should be careful. We should probably just not push the 4 pins and just play like our points to metal. Our rank points to metal. We are not a master one.
1位なのです
Use master one. Go for Changkan. The 6 pin is like the Sabo is Fury term, but it's Nakatsuchi. But it's not pushable at all. The 4-pin is not pushable at all. I didn't think they were eSON, but they were still eSON, but now there's no like like no point in pushing. We can like that. We kind of know that the person on the left has a 6-pin then as well, right? If they have a 4-5-pin shape, then they wait. Although a 5-6-pin shape, then they have the last 6-pin there as well. Oh, and this also that here. You see 36 months. Do they even have a monster shape here on the left? Wait, do we have saved out? Do we have saved out? Yeah, we have. Okay, thanks for the tips, by the way. I needed. 6 is actually safe, but like I don't think we are ever going to. Oh, the Atosuke. It's the Atosuke. Oh my god. Ooh, what? It seems way bigger than it is actually. I didn't actually put it like there were so many Thunder Towers already out. I probably should have put them on Atosuke actually. But the only like non if they had a Rockrai triplet, the 4-7 beam was definitely one of the higher tier in it. We kinda don't want to pon the west. We don't even want to draw the west. But we will have to pon the last west, I feel like. But it's going to be a streamer battle for not last here. It's going to be a streamer battle for here's a master one as well. But if we can replace the west pair for Thunder Painful, we will try to do that. Does Mod recognize my name, or was it because one of you typed it in chat? Give me a 7 so we can replace the west pair. So we can replace the west pair. Wait, we should keep that. But that sounds so cool. We could have got West there. And then we had the Sun School and the Thorax episode with the 8 but we would go back to 2 something, but I think it's kinda okay. But there's a 1 here, so it's not the best style, but I think the West. Oh, never mind. We just go this way. Uh, doesn't matter. We will skip the poem, by the way. We will skip the. Yeah, that's a four. So we would have, if we could read it, we would have a 3-4 so shape instead of the best pair here. Uh, and then there's some school sounds with the thumping, but it's what it is. We kind of suck sometimes. We have to put the best, but it's kind of sad. Like there might be a temper here on the right as well, and like double CD. Do we think they have a run count? I don't think they can have the run count with the 4-pin console. Do they? No, they should. They don't have that many extra tiles. Yeah, it was a loose 7-pin there. They couldn't have a run count, I think. I think that one is pretty impossible after the double force cut. Is it the toy? Cheetos, like Cheetos is more like with a lonely Tora here, isolated Tora. The Cheetos is just more appealing, of course, because the Tora acceptance with the toy is not there actually. I hate the Ishka, but like I don't see any other reasonable cost. I don't. Uh, pro players would skip the bomb, but I'm not a pro player. I'm more like uh, just someone who bombs it. Ah, no, another Dora. So painful. It's always so painful. And there's another East. Game so painful. Like with the Torah out, people won't be defending and they won't easily top the 9 man as well. Then 8 man here. We might be like more might have the 9 months there, but we are not going to cut the PL for the constantly, so with no upgrades. 6 man there. They likely don't have the 9 man PL with the 6 man card. I think it was Tetasi, right? Always going for 1 Han here, or 2 pin. Doesn't make any sense. I don't think they are tempered. 8 pin should be good, hopefully, the last 8 pin. The Green Dragon, yeah, we can keep that as safe now. It's Smash cards. The way it looks too good. The way it looks way too good. Especially the 8 pins. But we can also vote out the others on across there. Yeah, just don't care about mod here. And there's the run for 100. 100 chemo. We draw one more pair. Toto is on the cards, but it feels like another 100. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Nah, never mind. The double east here. We have 6 blocks, but not a problem. Here at all. 1, 2, 4 so cards. Like it's still early, so I don't mind to cut outside in for the AK acceptance for 1 turn basically. The right second is kind of unfortunate, but I think keeping it is better. If we had like an Onitsu or something, we could cut the 2-4 so over the right, but I think we kinda just have to see it. Like the double E's is still the value here. Like we can't really eject E something. We can't. Nah, just Shimakiri. Nah, we should keep it. We should probably just keep it. Because we want the East. We want the East so badly. Then keeping the extra 16 is actually pretty nice. But we would have we want the Sabo here. Actually, we want the Sabo instead of the Ramen, and that is why you keep the extra 16. But we didn't. Like this is why you should not Sakikiri when you have a Rakuhai that you really want to pair up. It's kind of like it's horrible play by me. I just realized it's slightly too late, but it is what it is. I want to set a Suchi trap on the 9 pins. If the 5 pin was Tora, it's okay, but the 5 pin isn't Tora. It's just bad play, bad gameplay here. We want to have the Sabo instead of the Ramen for no value. We are turning the Master ones here. On the East, Donkey Tora. It's just nice that we have extra full. That is just nice. We also had the extra full with the ramen because the double is 4 full. So it's 4, 4 plus 4 is 12 full. But the Torah just gives us our hand slightly more value. And given that we are Tilo, people are less likely to push anyway. So we can as well try to Shimo the more expensive. And if people were really pushing, we will of course just stop the Torah for the ramen. But my 17. Like Lukaku is also worth 3,000 points most of the time anyway, especially as Steeler open the recalls. Uh, How strong do we think the 3-pin is in the wall? If, I think it's, nah, someone probably has a pair of it, that is the issue. Otherwise, each pawn 3-pin tanky is something to consider, but...
ここからが本番って感じね。
The 4-pin actually doesn't look that bad against our pawn, but it's next to the Dora, so it's still pretty suspicious. But there's nothing left here. There's actually nothing left in my pawns. There's literally nothing left. So I doubt the 4-pin comes out, or the East for that matter. We don't have a choice. On this 6, there's also a chance that Kamisa doesn't have Raku, so it doesn't. It never deals into no Raku. Modified also Tempeh across, shifting the friendly Haite 6-pin KB, and there's the run for 3900. Thank you for the chi. Or like, if we sumo the Haite with a skip, we would get the portrait, so we don't skip the run here, we just run here, so we don't sumo the Haite for 2600 each, so we don't get the portrait. And we are basically tied for our second here. Foreman pretty okay to roll. Painful setup here. Or like yeah, then the right second is still an okay to roll here. The south is not that useful as a pair, because we already have a pair of 9 stars here. That is like a triple Kansan here in the Mansu with the Ipeco chance. It's not my favorite shape, but it's a shape nonetheless. It is E something for Kansan 6-man, and then a Ramen here. So they are looking for an upgrade here on the 3-pin. 6-man actually doesn't look that bad. Nah, this break. The E something is very wide. If the 3-pin was like a 2-pin instead, I would Riichi, but 3 is still pretty solid here. And now we have a Shuchi trap. Pretty Riichi Shuchi trap without the Riichi Shuchi. And there we go. We missed the Uratora with the 5-man. But we got the Ipatsu. We got the Ipatsu. All that matters, right? On the extra mental damage. But have they to just... I don't know, but... like, we want a west. We want a west or a north here. Give me a west and a north. Shall we go full chat mode? Full content mode? Okay, we are going full content mode. Rank points don't matter, right? Nah, we can't drop the can't drop the ramen. We just can't drop the ramen. It's slightly too much content, and the best rice card. We just need tempeh. We tried, right? We tried to get a 2 show here. Maybe have double E's here with the King Dragon. People should be folding here against my hand. Like, we can get a Chanta on top. We missed the Tempeh here if we kept the 5-6 here, but it is what it is. The 9-man Tanky is actually pretty solid. If we get like a like an offsuit Tanky. No one suspects that. Like, if we get like the G or something here on the 2 pins, we will try to get a random donkey, tortoise. Perhaps perhaps a tortoise, but like it really depends of if we can pawn the 2 pin. And my entire pawn is sushi, so like the only thing that is left is like a tortoise or perhaps a Santa. Um, we should have 100% be tempeh on the 417 if we didn't go for content. But went for content and we got punished for it. Uh, but this just happens when you're streaming. You're going for some content plays which don't work out. No opinion is like the only thing that I can really be waiting on, and the right dragon, of course. I can technically have still a Tai Sangan here or like a So Sangan. Chewy, so the lower pins look horrible against my pawns. Ah, that's a 9-man. Yeah, not even Tempeh. If we get like the full pin, we will be probably going for the right second donkey. Shall we just keep the middle towers for Kaiten? Imagine not getting Tempeh because we went for content. should have just gone straight. The lower pins, like it's just like if Kamicha tops like a 1-4 pin, it's just going to be a muscle one play. The weight doesn't really matter here, because it's just both just never coming out. It's just sumo only, and we might as well try to sumo the expensive and like the wait, it doesn't matter. Like it honestly doesn't matter. Like because it's triple Roku high, who needs a Chanta on the 1P. The ramen would be just better, but the sushi trap is and the right the honors are always free. The honors are always free, right? With master ones. With Chanta, we should have definitely gone for Chanta. Or like for the other way. It's just way too greedy. But I just wanted to buy my first line. The right seconds are so sus. The one with similar hand yesterday got. Okay, yo. Oh, oh, disaster. Oh, no. The mouth. Future missing. The greed is good. We should have already won like 10 turns ago if we didn't greed. Because the 16 into 5 cut was the greediest thing ever. It's too greedy. Like the Chewy show, well, we can only triple Rokuhai with the Santa. If we get a 6 row here, we will push some tiles, but only on the 6 row, I think. Perhaps 7 row if we are, but like the hand is pretty dead, regardless. So it honestly doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, the order matters. We kinda suck. I didn't think the hand would be pushable, but it actually is pushable with the Demon here. Three towards each something can't be pushed. Two something is never going to be pushed. Uh, yeah, we got wrecked here. We should have Tempeh here on the constant 3 with Dora 4 because we hard forwarded, but I didn't see the one so through, or like I just thought we were just folding, hard folding. You're having lunch without back? We are playing bad. We are just trying to get some content, and we play this hand horribly, but uh, it is sometimes what it is. We are still second here. Beating out the other streamer. We get Tempe, it's gonna be a very tough push. Ah, really? We would beat them. Oh my god, we would have won if we played well. We would have won already, but on the Torafua with the Shima 8-man non-Shuchi, I think. Oh wait, it's passed. It passed. I was like, is that safe? We really suck today, or like we went for content and now we are playing bad. And back to e-something, but the important part is here not to deal in. Even with the Teriso, it's Suchi, but it's not guaranteed safe, because it's dealing into the Tora safe, the one chance on the last Tora. But we can perhaps get the Forso back. Wait, Forso's Kabe, oh my god, it's... Oh my god, the Teriso was very safe then. Oh my god, give me a tune. We are really... like Master 1 level of like the music reminds me of Castlevania. 3 so here and the 7 so yeah. 7 so really motivated. 2 skat already. 2 skat. 6. We could cut 8 so. This was probably Kamputsu for the 5 so. I think the 5 so was better. I definitely think the 5 so was way better. Was it worth it? It was just like our hand was like 2 something against the Riichi. And we got the wrong order basically, and then the task came and the task was safe. And then the second Riichi came. It's overall not a bad fault or anything. This social shape is just way too awkward, because we really want to cut the 1 so here, but it's the Tora, and the 4 so cut is kinda like it's not ideal as well. And the 6 so is obviously not really the cut either. But it's probably 4 so cut. Or 6 so here actually. I really want to cut 1 so, but it's Tora. It's Tora, so it's not coming out. Like, we don't even have a Sansuku. Never mind. Hopefully it doesn't deal in. Okay, it doesn't. But the Sansuku is really awkward here, because we have to top the 1. So, for the Sansuku. And it's very sassy on the right. It's Omega sass. Nani? Okay, the 9 so fast. There was school deck on it. I don't think there's an option to skip, because you're also fighting here with suspect number 1, or my main opponent here on the right. We missed 1, 2, 3 Sansuku, but it is what it is. 5 twice cut. The Triso is the hardest style here, because the Trisos are here on the right as well. And hopefully no more Sosu, except for the Triso. The Sampon doesn't look that appealing to me. If the 2P was perhaps live, perhaps take the Sabo. We are not playing the World Cup, so we are not going to come. It's more like a tournament con. It's a tournament con. If you want to con in tournaments, go for it too. So here on the right, I can't see the head. It's just Nomi. It's just Nomi. This 44. Wait, this 34 actually. I hate that animation so much, because it just obscures the entire hand. Kamita having disconnection issues just like us. I don't know if they will be back, or if it's just disconnect. Like, they are about to D rank, but they haven't played a lot because the last 50 matches aren't filled here. So they haven't played in a long time here. I don't know really what's happening here on the left, to be honest. Dora, easy pawn. Okay, they just had the same weird connection issue as us, or the lag. That is. We are 8,000 behind. Skip the 7 pin, but we will pawn the 2 pin. For the Dora 3, of course. Keep a safe tile here. Perfect E something. Like the 2 pin is just a pawn because like if we get Riichi pin through Dora 2, especially Mangan as well. Like there is Hanuman potential if we keep it close, but the Sun score is 3 4 5 if anything. But like the 2 pins just look in the 7-7 and for Tempai as well. It's just really like we have to call that if it comes out. We are taking perfect shapes here because we can pawn 6 pin parades. The 2 pin is also pretty good, Fluffy. Like I think the straight push is fine as well, but like the straight push with the 1 pin or 8 pin technically, but it would have turned into a patzer. But it's still Mangan if it hits Ura. Yeah, okay, we touched the Ura, but we touched the Ipatsu. We touched the Ipatsu, so so average hand here, average tune hand here. You're still probably like 13k behind. Average hand with a tune, yeah. Average hand with a tune, I call it. You probably trying to aim for Riichi, so you're just gonna perhaps like the tanky stuff is actually pretty solid. We probably should have just kept the stuff for the tanky. Oh my god, if we cheat the H so if we cheat the H so we have a 7-7, but I don't know. It has to be soon. Okay, we might be setting up for Tora tanky, the best tanky. We can pawn the Tora actually. If the Tora comes, oh my god. If the Tora comes out, we are going to pawn, okay? We are just instantly pressing the pawn button. Not on the 5 star. Ipeko Tora. Wait, she is standby. Right? I was lying. For lying. Sorry for lying. Like, if you can see it, it's just standby. But the pawn is so funny. I almost pressed the pawn button, but it would be hilarious. Oh no, why? No, it's luckily cheap enough, but my Tora with my tune hand. I feel like we are just going to feed Shimotsa to deny the dealer here on the left, and then we can call it a day. I think that is a good strategy. Also helping mods, or like that is not like the thing that we need. But like in terms of force avoidance, just feeding the person here on the right is just a play here. The hand can complete, but if we can complete Simo's hands first, it's going to be totally fine here. Here, unfortunately, don't have that many tiles that they can see, or like the 6 has with the pincer. I don't think they have any more monsters, so we are not serving the monster. The 3 pin actually is a pretty good candidate. Nope. 6 they don't have another 6 so the pincer I might deal in actually, but as long as I don't have 3 Toras, it should be fine. I don't really put them on Tempai that, so we can still 2-pin here. It's just trying to feed them to Tempai. That is, we are not really trying to complete the hand. The north is that, the east is one Scott. They don't have another 6 so the 8 is never going to deal in. Anyway, do they have a double 5-8 man? Then we won't be finding out. Our hand is pretty dead because the owners are pretty dead. We got an 8 man here. Hopefully it got seed here on the right. Oh no. I don't know what Simon says. Some consoles perhaps here on the right. It must be some consoles because we tried to feed them. We tried to feed them a lot of times and it didn't work. Lateral movement isn't that bad for us if they deal in instead. At least we are having safe tiles here. Safe tiles isn't the issue here. Hopefully, if we deal in with this hand, we might as well install almost. 3-pin. Still no room, really? Come on, please, someone deal in. We are out of safe tiles. The Mangan Sima is pretty bad actually. If it's Mangan, it feels like Mangan. And that's Ura 2 or Ura, but we really try to feed here on the right to lock in our second place, but we are pretty safe from famous last words. They have a Hanuman Shimo competition or a Hanuman Run competition. And we have a solid hand here with a 2 Tora and Aka Tora. Headless. We need Mangan Shimo. If we run mods for 18k, they are mods is still going to be good play, so they are safe for my shenanigans here. Calm down. The 5 AK5 is now kinda bad, but it's still Tora, you know. Have Tora potential here. What is the best roll here? What's the best roll? Perhaps a 5 so, 6 speed. Yeah, this all 5 so. The 8 one is also pretty juicy here. The 4 so, it's actually pretty good that it's a con because we know that the 4 souls are out. Really, a green tracker pill? We missed a green tracker pill. Oh. Maybe Paimon mortified. Will he quit streaming? Will he rage quit? Or I don't think so. It is not e-something. It's still like iffy. Like it's just like the facial is not a floater here, or like it is, but it's kinda isn't. I don't see any other card in this facial, but like it's not e-something. It's still two something. It almost feels like a flash type, but we just got it to 2-1 already. Do we cheat the 5-man? No, no, disaster. Oh, the 5-star.
リーチなのです。
Oh no. Oh, it can actually go Hanuman. I mean, it can actually go Hanuman here on the left. With the Khan and the extra Turas. Go pitch game. Well, like, we aren't even Tempai, so. Yeah, but Nani? Nani? Carpet or one Scott? Okay, what are we going to cut next? The 17 perhaps, the south? Probably the south, if we really don't have anything else. Because the south doesn't deal into tunnel or painful, so it usually has a Mahjong cap. But of course there are Uras. Can we Tempai here? Like, Tempai is not the primary thing that we want anyway, but if we can get Tempai, it's surely a bonus. High taste on us. Are we extending here with the SAS cards? Are we extending if we get Tempai? Okay, we didn't get Tempai, so 17, 19. One Tura there, two Turas. We even lost to Mord. We even lost to Mord. Run that. Good game, by the way. I disconnected, or like I had some lag at the beginning, but if you are just muted, or like I can type it. I have an A rank. Oh my god, it's not even S. I have an. Yeah, probably everyone. It lagged out for me. It lagged out. I had to restart the client. Um, let's see if we are facing each other again. I don't know if you just instant kill, but I never take breaks basically during my stream. Okay, we don't. Two swordmanships, good vibes. We have a good hand here. As long as we are not lost, right, long crits, then everything is good swordsmanship. Unless we get lost, then we don't. It's not going to be good sportsmanship. The Tuso is actually interesting. Probably the Tuso is better. The Tuso is the better card because of the 2G for Sansuku here. This is something that like Riichi Mahjong Setsi or the Usaku book tells you to keep. You should keep the trees being here for the Sansuku chance because the Sabo is so bad to fix the ramen for painful. That's different. but the 3-pin was on school is definitely a miss here that we missed. But it luckily didn't matter. Hi, Infi Doge, Infi Talk.
Infi_Doge is now following.
Good to see you here. Did you know that I was streaming? Probably not, but I've been streaming since the last week of 2024, and I've been active on my YouTube. I do want like a full-time job, or like I'm searching for one, so I will be streaming less, but usually around 2 times a week. Anyway, around 2 times a week, sometimes a little bit more. Usually around this time as well. Did you came from Mortified stream, by the way? I assume I'm not to be an audio, I don't. Because it really centers around local very sad life. like I know, like the busy season and stuff. And I need to Like I have a master's degree, but in order to get like the certificate, like a CPA or ACCA, I think in the UK or something like that, I need to study at least 3 more years. Uh, combined with working, and like I rather just go into do finance. Yeah, I know the exams. It's just like, and I want to. I have ambition to go back to Asia, and then like it's nice a title, but if I'm not going to use the license, like I don't. There's just no point. He did the business of Masters of Statistics. Said, oh, really? Recently, then. Let me come. Let me come. If you count 3-1, it's Trombo, or like it only a Trombo on Ryukyoku.
ここからが本番って感じね。
A bachelor's in finance? Yeah, okay. One chance, right? One chance. Maybe discounted 2 so into the repeat. The 1 shot might actually come out more easily, but 2 1 shots already got anyway. But that is also where you got the 2 so, but 3000 points or minus 1000 here is pretty okay here for just a really painful hand. It's about 5000 points on average, I think. 5000 points upon win on average. So it's slightly less. Not same value. You're probably having an open tunnel here. Maybe 500 points less. But we lost our Riichi stick as well. Perhaps it's 4,000, 4,500 points on average. I don't know the exact number. I forgot to read Tilo. Pin for Riichi is around 3,500 on average, I think. Or not. Upon win. I don't know the math. Like you never play off of math or statistics anyway. You might like the chance that you can do the maths. Okay, there's that. The chance that you can do the maths during the hands-on are so real. Like you can sometimes do the Tsuchi count and such, but then it's not going to be that big. You're not getting. We are not taking Ishanten here. But if it's like less than 500 EV difference, you know what is right basically. It's really between the last few hundred points of EV. Well, you can use the stats during the Hansa, and then you will have to take like your entire time bank to calculate EV, and it's just way too much. You're trying to have the Sonsuku here, but I doubt it's coming. I don't think it is. Uh,
リーチ
yeah. Yo, technically E something. And now minus 4k. So wait, is it more? Wait, no, it's just Mangan. It almost feels more, but it's just Mangan. He almost dealt in there as well, because the 5-star was the card for Tempai there. And then he would have been down 8k instead of 4k. Fluffy, Turushite Raku. Turushite Raku. Anyone believes?
ボン
Anyone believes in Raku? You just have to draw this star, right? For the Mangan, easy Mangan with 8 star. You don't believe, Lankrit? That is Torah acceptance. You don't believe in 2 more 8 shows, and then 1 8 1. You believe in Toy Toy. You're keeping the 8 show around. We don't want the 7 show, but we want the 8 show. No way. This 8 pin is loose here. Like, I know, like the areas here are lower pins, which is less likely, and then upper social is ultra sus. This 9 so. Is the 9 so just passed? But the 8 so is non-pushable, like, I can't push the 8 so. Oh my god.
さっきもうちょっと考えていれば
Oh. But the 8 so. Way too spooky. I don't even think we. Perhaps 8 pin there, perhaps 8 pin. Yeah, perhaps 8 pin there. I don't think we are pushing the hand anyway, actually. Even if Totoi Tempai. There's almost nothing left here for Shimotsa. There's literally nothing left. There's no Mansu left. There's one Suchi in the social really left, to be honest. Which is 5-8 so, and then the pincer has 1 tau left. He can push the 6 so, but like we are not really happy anyway. Not too afraid of the 3 pin. It does have some deal in rate for sure, but with the 6 pin it shouldn't deal into a Kansan. It can't deal into a Pensan, but then still, why would they not keep the 6 pin if they have a Pensan anyway? Because of the Torah acceptance. But if you want to be safe, just vote out. You have now 2 Riichi sticks, but we can check the log here. But the HR is really not pushable. You can't believe that I won that. And it's just like trying to win the hand, or like trying to defend while maintaining some shapes in your hands. We have a solid hand actually. If we connect to the 7th so, we have a very good hand. Okay.
ポンでござる
5 so please, 5 so, 6 so, 5 so, 6 so. This 9 pin is kinda trolling me because the 8 pin is good. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, we want the AK, right? We want the 6 pin. Yeah, trolling here. Another 2 pin. There is no tunnel with this 1 pin here, long crits. There's never thunder. Then Dotsu is completely toast. I think it's a 5-pin here. The 6-pin isn't that great of a draw. Like, the 4-pin is dead. The 1-pin, 1 tile left, the 7-pin, 1 shot as well. I think we are just better off trying to get a better shape here. We have 1 Tora guaranteed here, so it's not like that we need Tora. My ipatsu. We have a Tora ramen here. Nah, I don't know if it's a Kopu. I think the 6-0 would slightly be better, but it's still pretty good. Ipeco draws wouldn't be that bad either. That is probably a tempo push across. They were thinking for like 10 seconds on this format. So that is definitely a push and probably a tempo push. They are thinking, yeah. Double Mushichi. The 6-0 draw is pretty good, right? Fake Mangan, no Ura because of no Mangan animation. We have, nah, we can keep it. We can keep the tune. We still have a pension here to deal with. The Naimon is actually useful here. But it's not very useful, but it's definitely useful enough. The slower cut is the 1-2 man here, but I think we just go tune and we go straight here. There might be some tunes here on the left as well, so we don't really want to keep that. I think we are going 1-2 man here because of the Mansu heavy hand here, probably on the left. The Tobin is not that good of a floater here, but it's just saved ourselves from a lot of trouble here on the left later on. It has door acceptance as well. Dit is East something, but it's not. It's kind of like fake East something where we won't be going for the Riichi on any draws. It's kind of unfortunate that we have one so in our pawn because of the Shinsan Sansaku, of course. We are denying Kamita the 7-month C here. We are denying the C. I lack for tactic here, but we are denying the player on the left the 7 months. That is all that we do here. I think you're going to play your games in a bit. Okay, see you later, Lone Crits. Wanna close some distance to Master One so badly. Snipe G-Man. But he... What do you think about my hand, Fluffy? What do you think about this 7-man pawn? It's just that we can't really reach anyway. We can't really fight, or like we never going to reach Nomi anyway. So we might as well try to deny Gamin at the 7-month C, because it's a very important tile for the flush. 2 seconds at least would be pretty chill. I hope so. What is the pawn? I denied the 7-man here for the flush on the left. And we had like a hand that couldn't fight anyway, so I might as well see. That is cool, like, that is really troubling actually, because Dorman has Rakuhai with Tura still then, or not a Torture, that most likely. Come on, they should have pawned earlier if they, come on, what is this? You don't understand the big play? We had a hand, Riichi Nomi bad way, which can't fight. Oh my god, oh my god. They have a pair of Dora as well. Yeah, garbage game. Still feels so, but Rinsan. Maybe I surely like to not put the Dora till for the donkey because the ramen is way more better with the Shimo with extra food I think as well. Or they were guaranteed to have 40 food. So it was 5,200 anyway. And then going for Toy Dora 3 with the Raku High. It's really tempting for 12,000. But the weight against the Riichi is so bad. If there was no Riichi, you can try to go for it, surely. But win rate also let them afford for a lot more. But in a tournament, you can definitely pull if there's no Riichi. But if there's Riichi, you should just take the ramen 5,200 plus the Riichi stick instead of the donkey 12k, which is half of the time 8k anyway. So. Yanggang City here. I think I will be playing one more game after this. Really, another right to record. Are we ever going to win? Oh my god, we are getting trolled so hard here. The only ramen troll that we don't want, or like the HR as well, but the one shot is also completely toast. Okay, eat something. Oh wait, not even eat something. You're still very stark. I smell Simon soon. What do you mean? I smell that the Torachin are here on the right. Are we going to deal in? Yeah, the North got there. But I don't know if they have a pair or triplets. But we can't really give up the hand anymore because now we have a Sansoku chance.
Riichi. Riichi よ。
We have a ramen, which was very surprising because we had like 4 consoles or 6 consoles, and we ended up with a ramen. Surprisingly, with Riichi Tora won. No, my sons are cool. We got the 3 so 4 so instead of the 7. And then we still need the 7 man, of course. Disconnected player here on the right. And there's a Teodici, and they are back here across. Nah, no, Capuchin bait! Oh, no, wait. You got Tora. Stupid game. The 4-pin is such a strong push as well. Like, it's incredibly strong. It's almost to the point where they can't push this 4-pin. I wouldn't probably push this 4-pin. That's way too spooky. Probably another Master 1. It's not a Master 1, but probably not that high of a deal in there. But it's almost too dangerous still anyway. Especially because they don't have the Dora as well. Like they are facing two Riichis with like no Toras, or like they have one Aka, but the tune is still out. De weet was cool, but op een moest je kan two Riichis, you can you never, or you basically never can push that. And that's also that you get the Ipatsu run, but it's not a good gameplay because the win rate to in rate is 1 to 2 or like even higher. You win like one time and you deal in like 3 times, and then the value is just non-existent with Riichi Tora. It, it's just a horrible chase across. We don't want the ramen. Like if we got the 6 for the Tora acceptance, sure, but like just the 9 god really ruins all Nietzsche chances as well, or Chanta other Chanta things as well. It was 16, we keep it, but not that tall. If you want to cut the 3 man there, it's perfectly fine as well. There's a Chanta for 2 Han as well. It's 2 3 man pun here for the 5 8 man. There's a 1 man C with a 6 man cut for the 7 7. There's an 8 man C and then the 1 2 3 4 wait here for the Takame Chanta here for the last 1 man is Chanta. If I get a third first in a row, I'm going to lose my mind. How do you do that? What do you mean, Fluffy? Do you believe in the Chanta? Chanta confused? Nah, just kidding. It actually came. You were talking about the 8 man draw and you drew it. That is why you keep the name. Okay, I don't think we can skip. I don't think we can skip. We seem to resume. This is the absolute resume. The 1 man is 7 7. The 2 3 man is 5,200. And the 4 man is 3,900. So we seem out the absolute garbage down. We seem out the absolute garbage out of it. Like it's. You can't be complaining with an East Something hand here. Been making some blunders here and there, and I've been losing already a lot of bad games. I've been not playing that well either, but at least we see the Honitsers. We see the Honitser. Getting trolled here, but the Green Dragon Bear is not really what we want anyway. It's almost going to be just Shimokiri anyway. If we had the Green Dragon Bear, it's just going to get cut here because the 8 man talk gives us spin food Tora. You're having push-pull issues though? That's like the hardest part. Like, do you have the one part? Is what would you do mainly? Okay. Easy. The first thing is what would you do, which is mostly E-something hands. And then you have push-pull, which is the second hardest thing. And yeah, it's like 2 things that are hard. Is this easy win or not? I believe I sent some hands on the silvers where I messed up. At least you have AI now. You have really a good or like AI will point out really obvious mistakes, very strong mistakes. And sometimes on 50-50 cases, AI isn't that strong. Maka, Maka is like one of the weaker ones. Yeah, when you clean it, when you had like a pinful, headless, pinful Ipeko shape, yeah, starting games more easily. But like back like 1 year ago, there wasn't any AI, or like I don't know how long Naka is out, probably more than a year to be honest. But Maka is really new. Moto has been here forever actually, but I didn't really use it. Like uh, Ako-chan basically. Manga is Baka. But like I guess Ako-chan was one of the first usable ones, which is pretty old already, but uh, you're having some issue in managing heads and rankons. My next Galaxy Guide series video will talk about shapes, uh, tile efficiency. It will be 2 parts of I don't know how long, but like or 3 parts even. I probably won't make a video. No, that's cool. It goes into the into all the shades. It's going to be forever. Like the first video goes into 5 blocks. What is it? And the second one is tile efficiency, and tile efficiency is way more complicated. We are Atosuke here, but like, wait, oh my god, no, Yaku. wait, wait, yeah, oh my god. Shit. Oh my god, I really thought that was one lab. I really thought that was one lab. Oh my god, oh my. And we can feed Shimotsa. They shouldn't have Mangan. We can push the 3 show here or the 6 show to feed them. And then we all should be first. Okay, everything worked out. Everything worked out. It was the plan all along. We can play one more, and that is the last one for today. Oh my god, it's such a nice sheep, but I just didn't see it was that. I tried looking in the meta, Riichi Mahjong strategy. If maybe I had something specific, but it seems to only list pension by the quality without anything to do with them. Like if you have 6 blocks, if you are overblocked, cut the pension basically. Um, you have an S rank, so it didn't matter. It didn't matter for the S rank. The cheat didn't matter for the S rank. But we probably have to run ads so you don't have to build the next hunter as a match. But uh, like it's really difficult to like I would usually say cut the pants on, but like it really hand specific. I gave some examples in I gave some examples in my character guide video 1 because it's never mentioned that the pension card over 2 floaters is actually a strategy, and that is really bad acceptance. I get that, but what I have trouble is when I only have 5 blocks and some floaters. The usual strategy or the usual theory says if you are earlier than turn 6 and you are like each something, the pension card is faster. If you have 2 good floaters, 3 through 7, keeping 2 floaters is faster than keeping the pension. That is the basic theory. And if you need value, it's easier to get a pension. If you have need Tandao, it's easier to get a pension. So you need 2 good floaters instead of the pension, basically, and then you can almost always get the pension, even at E something. I can touch upon it in my next video as well. I will probably tell that, but I don't know where the guide is, so it will be. I will try to follow this and see what the AI says. Is it going to be pair-based hands? It might be a thumbnail hand, cutting the one cell here. If we were east, we could pawn this, but we are not east. We're losing out on total acceptance as well. with the 8-pin pawn. So it's not the best pawn. The 2-pin is more easily pawnable, but now the pawns are just more inviting for sure. Looking in the ramen here, we have 2 pairs anyway. The 8-pin is now dead, but we keep the 2-man except which we don't really want. But it's more like, I don't know, perhaps the 8-pin was a mistake actually. But because the 2-man is such weak acceptance anyway. We don't really want to accept the 8 or the 2-man anyway. Like the Dora fix is pretty nice. There was only one 8-pin left, but we could actually pawn the 8-pin, but the hand would still be too weak to really pawn it. We have now a ramen here, which is kinda okay, but probably still going to open for Thunder Dora 2 if we can open. Okay, we fix the ramen, balancing out the blocks. Having 3 blocks here, 8 tower acceptance here, and 8 towers technically here as well, but 2 1-pins out. So 6 towers and 8 towers balancing out the blocks. The other card, I got the Pensionet E something as I showed up in the screens Windows Silver, and Marka didn't like it. But Mortal liked it, right? Mortal liked it. But what Maka did is fixing the ramen, and then you still have a floater. Oh my god, we missed them by. We missed them by with this 2-pin. But we have Uncle Headless. And we have to push here. We don't have a choice. No to demand, no to demand. Very wide E something here, but it will be future. Damn it. Oh my god, we almost got in there, didn't we? Oh, we almost got in there. It almost is a Sonsiku as well. The tune push was safe, so I didn't put them on Tempeh yet. But you can easily chase that as well, but I think the Dampton is fine there. The other day I had a situation like this, I fixed the ramen and I kept like 1357 and Marka didn't like it. It was like 1357, what you want to do usually with that shape is just cut a 1 for Tanya and then cut the 3 and 57 afterwards and then try to get 2 blocks in the other shoot instead. But it really hand specific though, but you really don't want to keep the triple concern. You had 6 blocks, yeah, but you probably want to play the Mansu shape as only 1 block and not 2 blocks, so you want to cut a 1 or a 7 till for 5 blocks then. Because you don't want to play 2 blocks Mansu, and that is why you usually cut a Mansu with that shape. Yeah, so I will be seeing how long I don't fully get it, but I'll show you screenshot later. I want to see it, but we don't have Raku. Only if we had an open hand, the 7-man and the 4-pin ECT. Well, not the 4-pin, the 4-pin probably not, but the 7-man ECT, but we don't. And guess where the tunes are? Like, it actually is a Tsanta here on the right, so they might only have 1 or 2 tunes, not all 3 of them. You can push the best, I think, for East Something. The tune is a harder push, but if we get the ramen, like if we get the ramen here, if we get the 2-man for the ramen, I'm willing to push the tunes because the chance that Simotsa has 1 or 2 of them is way greater than Torment. But if it deals into Torment, we are basically tied for our last on 12,000 points. But here we are not pushing the Dora out. 2-pin, perhaps, is interesting. If we op the tune easy chase, 2-man, concrete, we can keep the 2-pin. It didn't get cheaty on the right. Not that I played of Kamicha, there's a 2-man there on the right. it didn't hate it, it just preferred the choice. The Riemann is said, but the one-man isn't, so I don't think we can see the Itzer for Tora Tanki. It's more about safety here anyway, because the tune is has such a low win rate. Oh my god, why? Oh my god, why? I think we rather have the Itzer here. With the one-man dangerous card, but we would have ipatched Itzer if the one-man was safe. But we have Riichi City here on Kamputse Wait. We can't complain. But it might come out from Simots if they are trying to defend, but if they have 2 tunes, they're basically not going to defend. 5-pin Nakatsuchi, we have Haite. Would have won them out, but the 1-man wasn't safe, so the 1-2-pin was more conservative anyway. And the 2-man is such a bad way. We kinda don't want the Haite here. 2-man, give me the 2-man. Riichi, okay, 4-7 there. We have the Haite here. Miss Ipatsu, it's Toratari, but it is what it is, right? Sansuku can, or like not a Sansuku can, it was it's perhaps last year, but like, I guess you can cut the Riemann, and if you get a Tempai with the Tsun or the Itsu, you can slam with the Itsu. But like it was just full safe, it was completely safe, the 1-2-pin, so it was the obvious choice still. Because we will be seeing for the Kaiten as well on the Tsun Tanki. We are fixing the ramen here, still floating with the 7. Funny game this is. And we told something around this episode, we are going to replace 7-9 which is, we can just replace the 7-9 on here, it's twice card, we don't have any value. We are also like slowing down our hand slightly. The 3-man is kinda unfortunate here that we dropped it already, but we had a 7 soft load and we had enough save, so I think it was still right. We can still slide. Got the potential Samsuku. I don't think it's E-something across, but it's definitely showing some speed. And here we go, basically. Or like we are E-something, and we need 2-pin for Pinful, or otherwise we have Riichi Nomi and Ipeko-chans. We are not going to slide, because if we get like a 4-pin here, or a 1-man, we might have a Sansuku, so we don't want the 5-man. If it was an AK, sure. But we are not taking the concern. We are not taking the concern. Took twice out versus 4. If it's 2 versus 4, just take always the 4. And we don't want to get chased here. We really don't. But the Tora is how to use. Nani? It passed. So it's good. Or like people usually have auto run on, so if there's more than 1 second call lag, you know it's probably not a run. But there are some people who PM. We kinda don't want to reach here anymore. We kinda like it's still okay. Like we would still chase. If we were second with the safe down here, we would still chase, but for 7-pin, well, not the Ipeko, but extra full with 2 uncles. Like we are still second, but it's still it's only each one. It might not get might not getting out of each one. Ron Simotor and Chichi. It might be an East only game, an East one only game. Double East. We can almost start folding here and then let Simotor deal in. It's almost start folding time actually. It is. Because like Ramen depends on cut there on the Tora, we can cut a one, so they shouldn't be temper here. Won the game in East 2. That is why passing is disabled in tournaments and stuff. The T is nice, but we are not fighting, so we are not seeing that. But the T would be really nice, so I almost can't resist it, but we just let Simonza deal in. The 4-pin shouldn't deal in, but we might as well just not deal in, you know. The 4-pin should never deal in actually. Enjoyment that is like it can't deal into the other players. Paimon, not it's a Mangan. Or like the 11-7 plus 300 each. 4,000 left here for our player here on the right. He's almost going to 2-rank. What kind of hand is this? Like it's kinda okay, but it's not. It's only each one. They can easily come back. It's only like 14k difference. It's not like that thing where we got into like 18k the other day. It's not that bad. We will cut the pens on here probably for the Forza floater here. It's also really depends on cut really depends on speed as well because we have kind of slower hand. So we can just cut the pens on pretty loosely here. If we draw like anything, but you will see basically. But now it's just Warsaw, and then we can still cut the pants on, but probably not going to happen unless we told the 5-pin. We can cut the pants on the 5-pin turtle. It's also really depending on if the 7 so is one card, then depends on cards. You can just cut the pants on. If it's one card, you can just cut the pants on most of the time. Yeah, if we got the pants on there, we would have AK acceptance as well. So you look at AK acceptance as well if you got the pants on, but we don't. We didn't. There is no AK upgrade anymore, and it will be filtered on the 4, so there's no reason to keep the 6 of the 9. So there's just no reason. Or like it's can put against 2 players, I guess. It might feed Simotsa, but that is not that the issue. You have 4, 5, 6. I guess so, but it's really hard to get the 4, 5, 6 in the pin too as well. And we actually thought we on the 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4 here in the monster with the Tora anyway. But the headless, Uncle Headless is pretty playable right here. 7 so C, of course, the best tempai here, but Chintanki with the 4-pin cards. If you want to Chintanki, you can cut the 4-pin, but it's not recommended. You can cut the pen here. I'm not like I think it's okay. The cards you can cut the 4-pin, you can cut the 6-man there as well. Like there are plenty of cards, but the pens on this gives us way more flexibility. I don't know why we have a Forza in our hand here, but I guess we do. And we are, yeah, this is like the backfire here. If we got the 6-man, we would have like technically be on a pens on 7 so here, but it is what it is. We are also very feuded on a lot of monster rolls. We might not even get them by. The 4-pin actually might deal in as well, so it's not a great outlook for us. A lot of ways to deal in. This episode did look good on the especially of this 8 so pawn, but then we already got the pen some, and that is Tempai on a safe tile, very nice. Don't think the 5 pin is coming out, and there's the Torah weight here. It's only 10,000 difference here, so it's Mahjong Sumo. It's one hand. Hiding the flaws by cutting the Mansu first. Nah, we are not going to Shimakiri that. If we had like a monster or something, we can Shimakiri that and then cut the 4 pin later to fake the flaws in the or to hide the flaws in the social, but the 6-0 actually has a lot of rules here because now it's 36-9 for the head, 36-9 for the head, and the 2-0 for a head. It's very good. The 2-0 is loose actually here. He could keep the east over the 2-0 here. The 2-0 is actually not useful at all, except for the tanky, but any tile provides us a tanky weight anyway. There are some combo potentials, but they are not that good anyway. The 2-0 is not that useful. Even with the 1-0, it's just 1-2-0. Like, or you can got a 9-0, but it's Tora, so it's not ideal to 2-0. If the green was too live, I would cut the 2-0 here, but pairing it up is still pretty useful here. Run simultan. I hope so. Or we can run Torment and try to catch first. Almost the run here, almost. It will be the last game. By the way, if you want to see more of me, you can check my YouTube or join my Discord as well. I will be streaming the World Cup on Friday. It's still like 7 hours ago, but on Friday it's coming. You feel it. They are probably also waiting here on the right, but they don't have Tora with the Tonzo hand. They have an AK Tora here at the scout already. They can have almost 2 AK Tora. But the 4-7 pin is. Well, what is it? Is it 4-7 pin? There's not much left. There it is, and that is game. I will be back Friday. I will be probably commentating as well on the World Cup. Yes, but I want to record some. I want to prepare for my YouTube content, basically my Galaxy Guide videos, my series. I have to prepare a lot. I don't know if I managed to get a video out Friday because it's like the DAO efficiency and the blocks are such a massive topic that I probably have 2 videos on that single topic. And I want to record more Ho videos as well. I'm currently still in Ho. Saintly when I don't know if it's ever going to happen. It really depends on how much I will be streaming Trade Room. Because I only play this on stream or for my YouTube channel. And as you know, I haven't been streaming a lot of Trade Room lately. I've been mostly doing tournaments. And I took a week break from Mahjong as well. Because of my mental, of my T ranking, out of all. And I have a WRC practice also coming up. But Like, you know, like I was like 1500 here or something, 50 or so he got like 20 games, he gained like 1800 points. It's just like very hard basically. Next time I'm streaming, we will be back in Jade and Songa. I hope so. If anyone had like any tips for me for my YouTube channel, just let me know. But I will be raiding someone now. I can raid Muad, right? We can raid Muad. If he's still streaming, I can raid him. I will. He is a very friendly player, but um, you can say hi on the other side. But anyway, I will be back Friday and then perhaps Saturday and Sunday, depending on if I can qualify for the next round. And I will see you later.